have been a shame.
I mean, it really would. And I don't know whether Plainview's ever, since they started playing football, been 1-9. I can't remember not having a winning season in the last several years, but 1-9. Now that is real shocker.
The Whitefaces here this afternoon, coming off last year's district championship. In fact, we've been the district champs back-to-back and lost out this year to Randall and ultimately wound up third to Dumas. Were you surprised about the Dumas-Estacada game last night, Coop?
Well, not too much, I think.
Well, it's over now. Of course you're not surprised.
Well, I think, on my pickings in the paper, I picked Estacada, so I don't know. It's a little more scoring than or a little difference in the scoring than I thought it'd be, but I picked Estacada anyway.
We've got about 700 people suited out here today. The cost of chicken fries will be like $20,000, Coop. I know this bothers you a lot.
Oh Lord, those chicken fries are unbelievable. I'm telling you, we keep coming out of that field house up there. They're still coming out.
They're
some
boiling out.
Some of them's on the field. Some of them still coming out of the field.
It is a pack of maroon and white now. Believe me, as they start to make their way out here and they go in that helmet. And I'll tell you what, for the junior varsity guys, for the first time ever to go inside that blow-up helmet down there and come on in this field and hear the roar of the crowd and all that, this is a pretty special time.
Yeah, it is. They'll really have some butterflies for a while.
We can't all get in the helmet. In fact, some of us are going to have to pour out the front side, so it'll not be quite the sudden burst that we normally see, because much of the team's having to come on the other side of the helmet. For those of you who haven't seen, in this day and time, if you don't have some sort of blow-up device to run out on the field from, you can't play. You're ineligible to play. And we've got a nice one. It's a maroon helmet with a double H on the side and a face mask that they kind of part and run through. And you can hear the crowd over across the way as they begin to pick up. And here on the near side, the Big Spring Steer fans with a roar for their team. There's a few cowbells down here in front of us. We're obviously on the home side, and Big Spring is the home team here. We have a Brand the Steers sign to run through. That's very original. Brand the Steers, and they've got one that probably says slaughter the cows or something like that. That's typically what we have to deal with. The officials are out. The captains for the Whitefaces are out, and they await the captains from Big Spring here. Pretty good crowd on hand for a Saturday afternoon, and again, still coming in here at a pretty steady clip as we're about probably 3 minutes away from the kickoff here at Lowry Field. Well, we have kind of set the scene. The Whitefaces offensively will go with Bridwell and Cates, Blakely, Beavers, Enriquez, Perez up front. We rotate back there at the wideouts. Hunter Bridwell with 45 catches for 543 yards and 6 TDs. J.C. Casares, 54 for 949 and 8 TDs. And Matt Silver, 41 for 457 and 6 TDs. That's a pretty good 1-2-3 punch, Coop.
Boy, it is. We've had some receivers to really step up and catch that football just like they did last year. And I'm assuming we got some pretty good sophomore receivers too. We'll be pretty good at that particular department next year. Jonathan
Davis and Chase Yostin are two of those guys that'll be back that are just sophomores this year. The wind is at the moment, as I look up, the flag is absolutely limp. I think you'd probably take the football here if you won the toss, but we'll wait and see. Brian Hedrick out there with his camera getting snapshots of this. Mr. Perkins down the hall doing the videoing for us again here today, and Jim ready to run the replay camera for us here in the booth so we can tell you all the things that we missed the first time around. And there are more of those than there used to be. That's right. They get to be more as time moves along. The toss has concluded. The Whitefaces won it, indeed took the football. And from north to south, that's where they'll kick the football, the Steers, to start this ball game. So what light wind there is will be at the back of Big Spring here at the outset. The Whitefaces will get it first, and I think that's a pretty good way to get her started.
Yeah, might as well. With the wind like it is, you might as well
find out what we can do.
That's right. Take the football and see if we can do anything with it.
Tonight here in Lubbock, 7 o'clock is the start time. The Oklahoma Sooners, they were already have come to town for the meeting with the Texas Tech Red Raiders tonight. And the Red Raiders of Coach Mike Leach, here come the Whitefaces across the way. They burst through. Let's see if we can count them. There's 10, 20, 50, 100. There are quite a few guys suited out here as they sprint down the far side of the field. The Whiteface band plays, and the fans cheer over on the far side. Man, if you just went and said, now we're going to pick us a perfect day for football, November 17th of any year, I mean, you couldn't get any better than this afternoon.
Oh, you
just
couldn't
do it.
You just can't believe it's not colder than what it is, or wind's not blowing or something, because I'd say about 325 days a year you can have quite a bit of wind.
Yes, sir, that you do, but not today, not last night. That Randall Friendship game last night was just ideal weather-wise as well. The Steers fight song you might recognize. It's Texas Fight. And the Steers in black and gold helmets, black and or gold and white numerals. Hard to read numerals, I might add, but the Steers are out here on the near side of the field, the White Faces on the far side, and we're about to get this bi-district thing underway. We have played these guys a bunch of times. We talked about the last couple of years, but back in Coach Compton's day, we played them, I know, in successive years here on this same field, and a couple of times with some real disappointing results. I remember one in particular where there was I believe it was I don't remember what kind of penalty it was, but it hurt real bad, the White Faces. The Steers are ready to kick it away here momentarily. The White Faces will receive. We've got a few of our guys who have bleached their hair. There are a lot of blondes on the far side of the field. And it's kind of looks like Kubi standing over there, except they've got hair. That's the only difference. Here is the playing of the national anthem by the Steers Band. All right, the national anthem is played by the Big Spring Band, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say on this day, with all the beauty and all the fun, the playoffs and all that sort of thing, that we need to remember always the men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan and all those places who are over there so that we can do these kinds of things here of our own free will, and we are very appreciative of them and hope that you'll remember them in your prayers each and every day. Well, Kubi, it is about time to get this thing going here, and as we do, the White Faces start out chunking it, you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll throw them first down, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, you can see it's wide open football, W.H. Kubi Kitchen style. White Faces, we've gone too far up the field. We're going to try to get at their 40-yard line, but I believe we've got to go back to ours, man. There we go. We're retreating now, and the White Faces with too deep to return the opening kickoff, and somehow now the Big Spring Steers have the tomahawk chop as a part of their routine. I'm confused, Coop. Explain that to me. That's an Atlanta Braves thing, a Florida State thing, but not a Steer thing.
Not a Steer thing, but they got it going.
Here we go. The Steers ready to kick it away. The White Faces will receive it. The kick is high over in and is fielded back at the 5-yard line, straight ahead. Hinojosa 15, 20, 25. Oh, what a hit. Down he goes out at the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the White Faces from that point as the Steers get up and celebrate.
Boy, they were running full speed. Both teams going one way, one going another, and he hit a brick wall about the 22-yard line, and that's where Hereford takes over.
White Faces are huddled on the far side around Coach Delosier and his able assistants, and they come onto the field ready to snap it from scrimmage for the first time this afternoon, going from right to left on your radio dial from the 22-yard line on Hereford's end of the field. Shotgun formation. Lozoya is the running back. Bridwell, the quarterback. Receiver split left and right and giving Lozoya right side. He's found a hole, and he crosses the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the White Faces.
Well, a good first down play that time that we didn't throw the ball, handed to Lozoya off right tackle. He found a little hole on the right-hand side and picked up a good 5 yards on the first play.
Side of the left, White Faces with the football at their own 27-yard line, just underway here at Lowry Field on a sun-splashed Saturday afternoon. 2 running backs back there now, and in motion goes Lozoya to the near side. Bridwell straight back to throw. Little screen pass complete out to the right side, but the Steers are there in force as the pass was complete to Hinojosa, and down he went. Might have lost a yard on the play. It'll be third down, lost a couple. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, he lost 2 or 3 on the play. The defensive man on that side just stayed at home and came across, and he was right there when Lozoya caught the ball. He hit him immediately and lost a couple of yards on the play. 11
minutes remaining, first quarter. Third down, possession down for the White Faces on the first possession of the afternoon. Wide side for Bridwell and the White Faces. He's got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Straight back, and rush. Has time, fires it long right. A diving catch by AC up for a first down at the 39. What another spectacular reception by Marquez.
Well, he's just unbelievable. That's all there is to it. He's down and out to toward the sideline on the far side, and Bridwell, fired that ball in there, and he made the catch over there for the down.
White Faces with a first down at their own 39 now. First down of the ball game. Down under center goes Bridwell. I formation, pitch it back to the tailback right side, and Hinojosa finds a little seam and crosses the 45. They're going to spot him down, I think, just about at the 45, but a gain of 6 on the first down play. Second down and 4.
Lord, I thought he made a couple of more yards than where
got a pretty bad spot.
Pretty bad spot, but he did a good job of picking up about 6 or 6.5 yards straight up the middle. Was that Hinojosa?
It was.
Okay, up the middle.
Right side goes Bridwell. 2-3 receivers split to the left. Shotgun formation on second down, a short 4. In motion goes Lozoya, so there's nobody back there. He rolls left and wants to throw. Oh, wide open is Yosten, but he throws underneath, and a diving Matt Silva makes a one-handed catch at the 44-yard line. Another first down. I'm telling you, Yosten was open as a butcher knife.
Boy, he was for a fact. I'm telling you, I thought he had thrown to him when he cocked the throw, but he threw it to Silva, and Silva made a great one-handed grab up there for a first down coming toward the sideline on our side.
Every bit the catch that Marquez made a moment ago, except going to the left. 1st and 10, Hereford from the Big Spring 44. 4 down linemen for the Steers. Wide side right, Bridwell all alone in the backfield. Rolling to the right, Caceres takes the handoff. He goes right side. He's in trouble. He's going to reverse, come back, and slip and lose about 2 yards on the play.
Well, that's a little bit of a different play there. That's the first time we've run that play, and the results was -2, so I hope we don't run that too often. They were ready for the play on the left-hand side.
It was Caceres. I misspoke a moment ago. I said Marquez who made the catch. It was Caceres who made the great catch. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Second down and a dozen, wide side left for Bridwell. Moving on the line of scrimmage, but the Steers get back. Here's the handoff, Lozoya inside. He breaks the line of scrimmage to the 40. Lozoya to the 35 or 36-yard line. They spot him down. He'll be about 2.5 yards short of the first down, but a nice second down and long yardage play.
It really was good blocking on the right-hand side that time because Lozoya found a pretty good hole over there. And, we lost 2 yards on the first play, and that time he picked up 10, so it's third down about 2.
Jonathan Davis brings the play in as he splits out to the left side. Hunter Bridwell to the right side. Shotgun formation. Lozoya is the running back. The Steers now, again with 4 down linemen, straight back to Bridwell. He's going to throw on 3rd and 2. Waits, throws it for all he's worth, but he overthrows. Man, he was throwing for Caceres and threw long, and now it is 4th down and 2, and a big decision here from the Big Spring 36.5-yard line.
Oh boy! Usually when you have 3rd down and 2, you don't try to hit the home run. Usually you try to make some yards, positive yards, and if you don't make it, then you got 4th down. But 4th down and pretty long 2 over there. But I guess we're going for it.
8:37 left in a scoreless first quarter. The White Faces will go for it from the Big Spring 36.5. They need to reach about the 35.5 for the first down. Wide side left, shotgun formation. Lozoya the running back. In motion goes Caceres to the far side. He'll be the man they'll look for, but they throw it underneath. It's complete to Bridwell. Hunter to the 30, to the 25, leaps down to the 23-yard line. What a run by Hunter Bridwell after he caught that pass on the little slip screen. 1st and 10, White Faces.
Oh, he did. You'd have to see that play to appreciate it. Hunter Bridwell had to reach back to make the catch. A great catch over there, and then he turned it upfield inside and found a little hole in there and really did move it on down the field.
Defensive end for the Steers went up and tried to knock it down and missed the football. 1st and 10 as Hereford converts the 4th down play from the Big Spring 24. Wide side left, 3 receivers to the left. They hand it off. Lozoya fumbles it but gets it back, but he's going to lose yardage as they ride herd on him and get him down back about the 26. So the last 2 series have started with a 2-yard loss on first down.
Well, that time they handed it to Lozoya in the backfield, and they hit him in the backfield. Really, the offensive line on this side let somebody get through, and he didn't have a chance. Lost 2 yards on the play.
Ran into his own offensive lineman, in fact, as he tried to get out of there, Felipe Enriquez, and Lozoya bumped. Second down and a dozen. Wide side to the right. 3 receivers to the right side now for the Whitefaces. 2 to the left. Bridwell alone in the backfield. Straight back, looking to throw. Fires it over the middle. Got a man there complete inside the 10, and that's Silva down to the 4-yard line. It is first and goal, Whitefaces. Little post pattern run by Matt Silva, and right there with the football was Bridwell. First and goal, Hereford.
Silva split wide to the right that time, down the field, and cut across toward the goal post. And boy, I'm telling you, Parker Bridwell really fired that ball in there, and he made the catch about the 5-yard line.
He threw a bullet, I'm telling you, about 25, 30 yards on the zip. First and goal, Hereford, 7:29. Great opening drive for the Whitefaces at the Big Spring 4-yard line. Lozoya inside, hit, stumbles forward, gets maybe a yard. Good defense in the middle that time by the Steers, though. Lozoya didn't have much room to roam, and down he went in a heap. It'll be second down. We'll call it second goal from about 3 steps away.
Well, I guess they just had 4 down linemen that time. I couldn't tell whether they brought a linebacker or whether the 4 linemen squeezed to the inside, but not much room to run in there that time.
So the Whitefaces now get the play in late. Going to have to hurry here as the 25-second clock is down to 15. Davis goes to the right side. We'll be in the shotgun formation with Lozoya, the running back. 3 receivers to the left, all lined up in a row. Handoff back inside. Lozoya, nothing doing. Third and goal from the 5. We didn't fool him again. Tried to trick him. And the Steers were there in force as the defensive middle for Big Spring did a great job there, Chesworth and White. And it'll be third down and goal.
Well, they squeezed in there again, and we tried to trick them just a little bit by putting 3 guys out on the left side, but Lozoya tried to make it up the middle, and there just wasn't anything there. He lost about a half-yard on that play.
We played almost 6 minutes of the first quarter on this opening drive, and the Whitefaces have it third and goal from the 5. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bridwell rolls right. Gets a block on the corner. Looks into the end zone. Got a man wide open. Touchdown for the Whitefaces. Great pitch and catch in the corner of the end zone on the far side. That is Silva. His 7th touchdown of the year. This one from 5 yards away, and the Whitefaces lead it 6-0 with a point after upcoming.
Well, Bridwell sprinted to his right that time. Lozoya led the way with a good block out there. Gave him a little extra time to round the corner, and he found Silva right in the corner of the end zone, and he threw the ball perfectly in there for the touchdown.
Took almost 6 minutes. 6:04 left in the first quarter. The Whitefaces on top. They'll try to make it 7-0. Bridwell is the kicker.
What?
Bridwell is the kicker. Parker Bridwell will try to tack on the point after. Good snap. Kick is down and up. It is far enough. It is good. The Whitefaces lead at 7-0. Hereford's kickoff in 1 minute. Wow. How many plays, Cindy?
14 plays.
Walk off and went. 78 yards, 14 plays. The payoff, Bridwell to Silva, as Bridwell gets ready to kick it away, and he's just going to take 2 steps at it.
He's just going to pooch it, I think.
He is high end over end. The Steers, does he signal for the fair catch? He fumbles it. The ball's on the ground, a scramble for it, and still loose, and I think the Whitefaces have it. The Steers misplayed that. He was looking directly into the sun. There's a mass of humanity down there. No signal from the officials yet as to who got it. But the Whitefaces had a genuine crack at it. I don't think we got it now as they unpile.
No, they didn't.
The officials indicate that Big Spring fell on it. Wow, that would have been a huge turn of events had the Whitefaces gotten on that loose pigskin, but they didn't.
They didn't there. It's about the 27-yard line there where he fumbled the ball, and then he fell on it right there, so that's where Big Spring takes over.
He actually didn't fall on it. One of his teammates did, but the Steers got the football. And they got a big break in recovering that fumble. They'll start from their 28, 1st and 10 for the first snap of the afternoon. Whitefaces, Collier is out there, bad ankle and all. Jordy Collier at linebacker. He hadn't worked out all week. Tannehill on first down wants to throw. Rolls left. Pulls up. Tannehill is hit. He'll be dropped back at the 20 as Henry Ramirez was the first man there. Then Tenna, then Collier, the aforementioned limping one, Villarreal, the defensive end, Hollingsworth, the defensive end. They lose 7 on the first play.
Well, Tannehill drifted to his left that time and gave a little ground looking downfield trying to throw the ball, and all of a sudden it caved in on him, and he lost about 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Jimenez, the linebacker, was the first man there. Benavides in the secondary along with Justin Villarreal. Then we've got Prisk and Binge back there as well, along with Cameron Collier. We'll give you the defensive front after this 2nd down and 17 play. Tannehill out of the shotgun, going to run the option. Runs right, pitches it out to Parker. He is hit, slips that tackle, crosses the 20, gets to about the 25, but a good defensive play. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 13 as the Whitefaces swarm to the ball carrier. Again, Hollingsworth and Jimenez and Cameron Collier, Tenna, all on the stop.
Well, he picked up about 5 or 6 yards on that option play. Out of the shotgun option play to the left that time. He did pitch the ball to his tailback, and he picked up about 5.
I think that's Anderson. We looked. I thought I saw number 2, but it was at 3, Cindy?
Yeah, it's 3.
Anderson was the ball carrier. I misspoke. 3rd down and a dozen. Big play here for the Steers, down 7-0 with 4:38 and counting in the first quarter. They send 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation, throwing situation. Straight back is Tannehill.
Come on.
Has time now. Going to run out of there. Tannehill on the run. He's in trouble. Throws it for all he's worth. The pass is underthrown and incomplete. It'll be 4th down and punt time for the Steers. Good job by, again, Collier, rushing him along with Hollingsworth.
It was a great job. I'm telling you, they forced him out of the pocket to the right that time, and he had to throw on the run. Didn't look quite as good throwing on the run as he did in the pocket, but that's what we need to do is put a little heat on him.
Absolutely. Whiteface is back in anticipation of the punt. Pretty deep we are. Silva and Caceres are the 2 deep guys, and maybe a little too deep. Let's see what kind of punt the Steers get off here. We have 4:23 left, first period. Hereford up 7-0, about to get the football back, it would appear. Good snap. Whitefaces put a token rush on. It's a sailing punt. Fair catch signal for and made by Silva at the Hereford 41. So good field position to begin the 2nd possession of the ball game for the Whitefaces.
Good job of the defense that time. 3 and out, the first go-around for Big Springs, and Hereford's got the ball right back.
A sack and a hurry along those first 3 plays, too, for the Whitefaces. So give the front 4 some credit for getting there. Whitefaces with the football huddle up on the far side. They break that huddle and come out on the field. Again, 4:17 remains in the first period. 7-0, the good guys on top. Hunter Bridwell comes to the near side as we go with the 2 running backs in this formation. Typically, we run out of this. Shotgun. Steers with 4 down linemen. One of them pretty close. Well, he backs up now. Pretty close to being offside. Now in motion goes Whitefaces. Now handoff up the middle to Lozoya. Big hole across the 50 and into Big Spring territory. He's got a first down as he burst right up the gut. Kind of tricked him that time. Sent some motion out there. And great blocking up front by Blakely and those guys.
Boy, it was. Number 25, Hinojosa went in motion, and then they handed to Lozoya back to the left side away from that motion, and boy, he found a good hole in there and picked up 10 yards first down.
3 receivers to the right. Yostem, the lone receiver to the left, 1st and 10 from the Big Spring 49. Out of the gun, again, Lozoya. This time left side. He's hit, struggles forward, but gets about 3 on his own. Good job by Nathan Lozoya as, again, Cawthorn and Blakely blocking here on the near side. 2nd and 7.
Well, Lozoya kept those legs. He's got strong legs. He's built pretty close to the ground. He just kept turning his feet. He was determined to get some yards, and he did. Close to 3 yards on the play, 2.5 maybe.
We'll call it 2nd down and 7 as the Whitefaces own the football and a 7-0 lead, just short of the 45 on the Steers end of the field. This time Davis, Silva, and Caceres go to the right. Bridwell to the left. Out of the shotgun now. Hunter split out to the left, little movement, but no flag. Whitefaces roll right. Bridwell throws on the run, got a man behind everyone. It is complete to Silva. He stays on his feet. Did he get into the end zone? He stepped out somewhere down there. They've got it marked. They stop the clock at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal Hereford, as Silva and Bridwell hook up again, and the Whitefaces are knocking at the door.
Well, Bridwell, again, Lozoya went in motion, and when they do that, he usually sprints in that direction, and he did sprint to the right, and got a good block by Lozoya, and Bridwell fired that thing downfield to Silva for the long gainer.
Silva was walking a tightrope down that far side, trying to keep his balance and stay in bounds, but he went out at the 10, 1st and goal for the Whitefaces. 3:09 left first period. Hereford knocking at the door for the 2nd time. In motion to the right side goes Caceres give up the middle. Lozoya bursts down to the 5, inside the 5 as they run up the gut again, and this time on the right side. Give those guys, Enriquez and Perez, some credit. It is 2nd and goal, Hereford, from 5 steps away.
Boy, that was a good job again by the offensive line. A hole opened up. We sent someone, I forgot who it was, in motion to the right again, and then handed to Lozoya off left guard, and he picked up about 5 or 6 yards.
The motion seems to be causing some problems for the Steers as they go with the motion man. Shotgun, 2nd and goal from the 5. This time Lozoya right side lowers his shoulder, drives and kind of lost his footing down around the 1 yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Whitefaces. Almost got to pay dirt.
Boy, I'm telling you one thing. He was headed for that goal line that time. He got down in there low and was headed for the goal line when they finally knocked him down. I don't think we got a very good spot, but it's down on about the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal from 1 step away. 2:14 left first period. Hereford leading 7-0, trying to widen the gap. We're in 4-down territory right here, you can rest assured. Whitefaces break the huddle as you hear Hold'em from one of the Big Spring fans right down beneath us. Shotgun formation, 3rd and goal from 1. Might be Bridwell. Nope, it is Lozoya, and he goes across the lip of the cup. No signal from the official. He's in the end zone, but they've still not indicated, and he's going to put it down short of the goal line. Oh, my God.
Oh, my, the ball is touching the goal line. Lozoya wound up in the end zone, and it'll be 4th and goal, and the Whitefaces will indeed go for it from inches away. 1:38 left. 7-0 Hereford, first quarter. Wow, what a spot.
Boy, I'd like to see that again. I'm telling you, he was in the end zone, I'm telling you.
I just watch it again here as Lozoya. Gosh, he winds up 2 yards deep in the end zone. 4th and goal, here's the wishbone, and they give it off on the left side to Collier. Collier gets in, and touchdown, Whitefaces. 1:18 left first period. Hereford leads at 13-0 with a point after upcoming.
Boy, that was something else. That time they got in the wishbone and just drove it in there. No doubt about that one either.
Well, the Whitefaces have a 13-0 lead. What a drive there. 58 yards that time. We'll get the plays from Cindy in just a minute. I'm not convinced. It was Lozoya on the touchdown, not Collier.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Here is Bridwell to try to make it 14-0 Hereford with 1:18 left first quarter. Good snap. Kick is down and up. It is far enough. He sails this one through. 14-0 Hereford will have the Whiteface kickoff in 1 minute.
Well, that wasn't a pretty.
Turn to Lowry Field. Hereford has run 21 plays, Big Spring 3 in this first quarter. 1:18 remains in the period. Hereford leads 14-0. Bridwell again going to kick it high and short. The sophomore does that same thing to the same guy back at the 25-yard line. Fumble again, and the Steers get on it this time at the 27, but that same result kicked it right into the sun, and the Steers misplayed the kickoff. We were fortunate to fall on it. The Steers get it down 14-0.
That's something else. It looked like a replica of that first kick. He kicked it high over there to the same guy. He fumbled the ball just like before, and then I don't know whether he fell on it or not, but Big Springs fell on it on the 27-yard line.
Back to play here with Big Spring with the football. Again, 1:14 left first period. Hereford up 14-0. Norris at the corner on the near side. Binge at the rover position here on the near side. Prisk in the secondary. Shotgun for Tannehill and the Steers. He gives on the draw back inside to Anderson. He has hit and dropped, lost one on the play. Great recognition by the Whitefaces. Jimenez, the linebacker, along with Tenna, the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Well, that's that misdirection play a lot of times. Quarterback took the ball and started to sprint to his right and kind of sneaked it into his tailback just sitting there, and he went back the opposite direction. But Hereford wasn't fooled at all. He lost a yard on the play. Benavides
at the corner on the far side. Great crowd of Whiteface fans here on this sun-splashed Saturday afternoon. Late first period, Hereford leading by 2 touchdowns over the Steers. Tannehill going to throw. Now he's in trouble. Pulls it down, going to roll. Give him chase by Hollingsworth. Tannehill going to throw. Finally just throws it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and 11. He waited and waited. Hustle over there by Jacob Villarreal. And it's 3rd and 11 for the Steers.
Boy, we must have had great coverage.
Yeah.
It's hard to see everything, but he looked and looked and looked and had quite a bit of time because he ran it all the way to the sideline. He couldn't find anybody and finally just fired it out of bounds.
Boy, Hollingsworth did a great job of just keeping his feet and forcing Tannehill deeper and deeper, finally to the sideline where he threw it away. 3rd and 11. Huge play for both teams here. Late first quarter. Steers down 14-0, looking for their first down of the ball game. 29 ticks left in the first quarter. Wide side left, shotgun formation. Rolls right, wants to throw. Here comes the rush from the backside. Throws to the last moment. It is complete. Did he get the first down? Did he get inbounds? Yes, he did. First down up to the 39-yard line for the Steers. The first throw and catch completion of the day. Sidney Parker made the reception, and the Steers have a first down.
Well, same play they ran before, but this time Tannehill floated around over here to his right and hit Parker right along the sideline on a nice throw and catch by Big Springs for a first down.
Prisk and Benj on the tackle, but not before the Steers had the necessary 12 yards and one to spare. Just short of the 40. Final seconds of the first quarter. Shotgun formation for the Steers. Steers give it up the middle, and the White Faces are there, but Anderson slips a couple of tackles, but he can't slip Jordy Collier. No gain on the play, and that will be the final play of the first period. 14-0, the White Faces lead back in 1 minute. Quarter number 2 about to come your way. White Faces lead 14-0 after 1, as two great drives headed up by the sophomore Parker Bridwell have given the White Faces that 14-0 lead. He has thrown the ball well, run the offense well, and the White Faces have looked like a well-oiled machine, Kubi, early on.
Well, they really have. Defense looked good and the offense looked good. It took a pretty good big play there, about 10 or 12 yards for Big Springs to get their first down, and then on first down they didn't make any. So it's 2nd down and 10 here in the second quarter.
We go to play in the second quarter. Wide side of the left for the Steers, shotgun formation. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. White Faces 4 down linemen now. And boy, Jimenez had a great first quarter for the White Faces at linebacker. Here's Tannehill rolling this way. Benj has him. He gets away. Gets to the outside. Throws underneath and overthrows his intended receiver. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy, did Beans have a shot at that quarterback back there. I mean, he just took the ball and took off to his left and had no blockers out there. Beans come across and liked to have thrown him for about a 6 or 7 yard loss. It might have made him throw that ball high.
Oh, no question. I think it got him a little antsy, and he fired it high and wide, and it is 3rd down and 10 with 11:55 left in the first half. The Steers at their own 39.5-yard line have to reach just short of midfield for the first down. Whiteface defensive unit up front. Hollingsworth on the far side, Villarreal on the near side. Riley Hill in there now for the White Faces defensively at the tackle on the far side. Here's the shotgun formation. And whistle and a flag before this thing could get going. It's illegal procedure against the Steers. Make it 3rd down and 15.
Boy, oh boy, we're getting a little break here. And going into, well, there's not much wind, but there is a little bit of wind. The flag's kicking up just a little bit, probably about 5, maybe 10 miles an hour. But a good chance to hold them here and get that ball right back.
I think we're going to rush 3 here. Josh Garza is the other man up front. I think we're going to rush 3 and play some pass defense against the Steers. Benavides here on the near side. Prisk, Norez. The White Faces have Crenshaw in there and Collier as the 5 deep in the secondary. Then Benj as the rover. Really 6 defensive backs with Collier and Jimenez at the linebacker post. Shotgun formation. 2 to the left for the Steers.
This way.
Rolling right, looking to throw. Throws, intercept. The White Faces had it picked off and dropped it. Wow, but it brings up 4th down. That was Crenshaw who had it right in the breadbasket, and his eyes were bigger than his stomach.
He was, for a fact. I'm telling you, he threw it right straight to him. He threw it pretty hard. I guess that's the reason, one reason that he dropped it. But anyway, it brings up 4th down.
Wow. He got hit right after all that happened, too. But a little reaction on the sideline by the white-faced coaches as well. The Steers in punt formation now on 4th and 15. 11:47 left in the first half. Hereford up 14-0. Good snap. Here's the kick. High sailor. Going to be fielded by the white faces at the 25-yard line. That's Caceres. He's running left to the 35 and tripped up at that point, but a nice return by JC. Good field position. 3rd possession of the ball game for the white faces, leading 14-0.
I like to see them catch those balls if they possibly can. When somebody punts to you, it keeps you from going on down the field. Caceres caught that ball and moved it up, run back about 5 or 6 yards up to the 35-yard line where Hereford takes over.
Punt was 41 yards and return about 6. So the white faces come out over the football, 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line, leading 14-0. Again in the shotgun, Lazoya the running back. Beavers the center for the white faces. What a great job that guy has done this football season. In motion to the near side comes Caceres, handoff inside. Lazoya tripped up around the line of scrimmage. Steers aren't fooled this time. Again, that little Brett Favre fake by Bridwell after he hands off the ball. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
It's kind of funny to see him do that. We brought a man in motion to the right, come right in front of Bridwell, and as they snapped the ball, and Bridwell handed off to Lazoya up the middle, and then jumped up and threw his arm like he was throwing a pass. But it only he didn't even pick up a yard on the ball.
No, 2nd down and 10 it is for the Whitefaces as they snap it from their 35. Shotgun formation, wide side to the left. Bridwell fires it out there, complete to Hunter, but he is tackled immediately. Boy, they were all over him, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 as the Steers really played that well. That was Sidney Parker on the tackle.
Well, they really did. Seemed like they've got our little short stuff out there pretty well defensed. We're going to have to throw one down the field. That is, if we throw the ball. We got about 11 yards to go, 3rd down and a long 11.
Chase Yostin brings the play in, and he and Silva's had a touchdown catch and another big reception to set up the 2nd touchdown. They're to the right. Out of the shotgun, the Steers rush 4. He's got time, throws it out here, got a man there, complete to Silva up at midfield. Matt to the 45, breaks free, Matt to the 40. A flag's going to come in. I'm afraid a part of this is going to come back. What a catch by Silva, what a throw by Bridwell, but a yellow rag on the field.
Maybe it was a face mask.
Well, let's see. 2 officials threw the flag. Got no indication yet. It came in the secondary, and the way the Steers are retreating, I think indeed it was. Matt made a great play after he caught that ball. He almost sprung it for a touchdown, and they are pointing in the direction of the Steers.
Well, Parker Bridwell threw that ball perfectly in there to Silva, who had gone down the field and turned toward the sideline.
Yep.
I mean, he laid it right in there.
Personal foul, face mask, so tack on 15 to the end of the play and put the ball deep in Big Spring territory. 1st and 10 Hereford, a 14-0 lead and 10:20 remaining in the first half.
Good gosh, how far is he going to go?
It was, well, from the point of where he was tackled, it's 15 more down to the 24.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, that was a big play right there.
So the Whitefaces have the football and a 14-0 lead with 10:16 left in the first half. Wide side left, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the shotgun, Bridwell calls him down. Lazoya going to get it on delay. Up the middle, and he slips a couple of tackles and gets inside the 20, so about a 4.5-yard pickup on 1st down. 2nd down for the Whitefaces.
Well, Bridwell kind of faked like he was going to throw the ball. It's really a draw play, I guess, to Lazoya over right guard, and he picked up about 4.5 yards.
Well, we did a good job again up front, firing out the offensive line, really doing a good job that time. Give some credit to big old number 63, Eric Martinez. 2nd down and 6, Whitefaces. Clock running with 9:40 remaining in the first half. Bridwell out of the shotgun. Lazoya, his teammate back there, straight back. Here comes the blitz. He throws it long, looking for Caceres. He looks up, and it's tipped away at the last moment. Almost made the completion. Wow. What a throw by Bridwell and a near catch by Caceres.
Boy, it was. I'm telling you, just a flicker of an eyelash. It would have been a touchdown down in the end zone. They brought a linebacker that time that we didn't pick up, and he had to throw that thing pretty quick. I'm telling you, or he would have really got laid out for about a 10-yard loss.
Probably in 4-down territory here. I think too far for a field goal attempt if we don't make it, leading 14-0. So you might see the Whitefaces go for something underneath here on 3rd down and 6. Shotgun formation, might even try to trick them with Lazoya. Let's see. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The Whitefaces move. Offensive lineman stood up. It'll be 3rd down and 11. So we got to reload here as the Whitefaces make their first mistake of the ball game.
Well, with the way that offensive lineman raised up, it was going to be a pass of some kind.
Yes, sir. The tackle on the near side stood up early, and you can tell when those guys are getting into position to pass block, and that's what we were doing. But it's 3rd and 11, and again, 2-down territory, so let's see what the Whitefaces can do. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, shotgun formation. In motion goes Lazoya. There's nobody in the backfield with Bridwell. They bring 5. He rolls left. He's got time. He looks underneath and misses through wide left, trying to hit Yostin. It's 4th down and 11. Boy, JC was about to come open down the far sideline. Again, pretty easy to see from up here, but the Whitefaces don't connect.
Well, it would have been about 7 or 8 or 9 yard gain on the play if the ball hadn't been Bridwell threw it just a little bit too high. It had some mustard on it, and it went incomplete on the left side.
7 out of 10 throwing the football. The Whitefaces, Parker Bridwell is. 9:27 left in the first half. Hereford from the 25 of Big Spring will go for it on 4th down and 11. Got to reach the 15 for the first down, straight back. Here comes the rush. He's got time. Throws underneath, complete to Caceres. He needs a block. He gets it. Caceres gets the first down. What a block by Jonathan Davis that sprung him for the yardage he needed. He caught about a 5-yarder, ran it for 8 more. 1st and 10, Hereford.
Great job.
Wow.
Caceres came across the field from his right to left. Actually, the pass was pretty short, but after he caught the ball, Davis came back and made a good block along the far sideline, and Caceres really had up ahead of steam and got the first down.
In all fairness, it was an Olay block, but he got in the way. I saw it on the replay here, and Jonathan was in the right place, and Hereford converts their 2nd 4th down of this first half and have it 1st and 10 at the Big Spring 12, leading 14-0. Bridwell out of the shotgun. He's all alone in the backfield. Bridwell rolls right. He wants to chunk it again. Looking. Got his big brother in the end zone. Touchdown. He was open as a butcher knife. The Whitefaces lead at 20-0 on the 12-yard scoring pass.
Boy, that was something else. Bridwell, Lazoya went in motion to the right that time, and when he does that, he usually rolls in that direction, which he did. Found his big brother in the end zone right by the pylon there, and he fired a perfect strike to him, and Hunter Bridwell caught it for the touchdown.
I'm telling you, folks, the crowd is stone silent here on the Big Spring side, as you can imagine, and the Whitefaces have just been like a surgeon. I mean, slicing and dicing in this first half, leading 21-0. In the most positive sort of way, I mean that. Here's the point after. Kick is down. It's far enough. It hits the upright and does not go through. Came back and hit the crossbar. Hit the upright. Came back and hit the crossbar, and it's in. Not good. 20-0 Hereford. Whiteface kickoff in 1 minute. Hereford 148 yards passing in this first, quarter plus a couple of minutes, and lead 20-0. 9:11 left till halftime. One of the Steers coaches arguing with an official here on the near side. I don't know what you could say at this point, except we need some points. Bridwell's kick hit the left upright, then came down and hit the crossbar and almost balanced on it, it looked like. Here again, the 2-step short kick, high end over end. The Steers not going to field it. Hits the ground. It's loose. A scramble for it. And this time, let's see who has it. The Whitefaces have it at the 32-yard line. The Steers are 0 for 3 fielding those kickoffs, and this time the Whitefaces, Johnny Benavides, was Johnny on the spot.
Well, that was unbelievable. I mean, they didn't even get a hand on that one. It hit the turf and bounced up and hit a guy and bounced around in there, and Hereford picked it off.
Well, this game is a long way from being over, but okay, back here. Maybe.
There. It's on.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Back here, Michael, come on. Back to play here. My apologies, we lost our power momentarily, but we're back on. Hereford with the football after they recovered that kickoff at the 31 of the Steers, leading 21-0. Still 9:08 left first half. Lazoya up the middle, hit, struggles free inside the 30, stumbles down near the 26-yard line. A gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5, Whitefaces.
Well, he really hit a stone wall there at the line of scrimmage, but I mean, kept churning, pulled through, and broke the line of scrimmage finally and picked up about 5 yards on the play. Good job, Lazoya.
Whitefaces leading 21-0. You heard me correctly. We are early second quarter. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Bridwell and the Whitefaces. Lazoya, the running back. Lazoya gets it again. Hit immediately, and the Steers bring him down. Went to the well once too often there, did the Whitefaces. Nice play by the Big Spring Steers, and it'll be 3rd down for the Whitefaces, 3rd and about 7.
Well, we lost a yard or 2 on that play. They came through in droves that time and hit him about the time. Lazoya hit Lazoya about the time he got the ball, and he lost a couple of yards on the play.
Again, we're probably in 4-down territory at the 27 of the Steers, leading 21-0, 8:10 left till halftime, 3rd and 7 for the Whitefaces. Yostin and Silva go to the left. Bridwell and Caceres go to the right. Lazoya, the running back. Wide side is the left. Straight back to throw. 4-man rush. Fires underneath. It is incomplete and intercepted off of Yostin and picked off. Wow. Well, that's probably what the Steers needed at the Hereford 27, and only a great play by Yostin kept that from being a touchdown after he bobbled the pass.
Boy, that was something. I don't know how in the world he ever intercepted that ball. Yostin had his hands on the ball, just kind of turned around. He looked like he was lateraling to the Big Springs guy, and I mean, it just real quick happened, and he caught the ball and tried to run it upfield, but Yostin got him right there at the 30-yard line.
All right, 7:53 left till halftime. Let's see if Tannehill and the Steers can capitalize on the first turnover of the ball game. Again, after Chase dropped the ball, though, let's give him credit. He made a great play because they could have run a long way with that interception. Shotgun formation for Tannehill and the Steers. Whiteface defensive unit out there. Wilcox back as we continue to keep fresh folks out there. He's at the near side defensive end. Hollingsworth on the far side. They give to the tailback running left. He gets to the corner, has a block. Anderson, though, tripped up at the 31. Nice tackle in the open field by Norris. A gain of about 5 on a play that looked like it might go for 15.
Boy, it really did. Their running back, Anderson, got the ball with pretty good blocking in front, broke the line of scrimmage, and like Tom said, it looked like he was going to make several yards, but he was knocked down pretty good there by number 11 from Hereford.
Oscar Norris, who made the tackle, and it'll be second down and 5. Gerardo Norris it is. Second and 5, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Tannehill and the Steers, trying to get back in this ball game here. About the midway point of this the second quarter. Again, they hand off, this time up the middle, running room, and across the 35 out to the 39. That's a big spring first down. The tackle made by Cameron Collier, but back-to-back carries by Anderson, and the Steers have a fresh set of downs. That's their second first down of the ball game.
Well, that interception seemed to energize them just a little bit. They've made a couple of pretty good running plays. Picked up about 6 and then about 6 or 7 more for the first down. And they got it on their own 39-yard line.
7 minutes left, first half. 21-0 Hereford. Steers with a wide side right. Tannehill going to throw. Out here, throws to the left side. It is complete. Gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. Nice tackle again by Norris. But a good pitch and catch by the Steers. Second down and 5.
Well, Norris was right there to knock him down just as soon as he caught the ball, but he did pick up 5 yards on the play.
Steers kind of trying to find a little bit of rhythm here, you can tell, and get themselves into throwing some quick passes and not giving the Whitefaces a chance to put the heat on him. Hollingsworth, the defensive end on the far side. Again, a hobbled Cordy Collier playing at linebacker. He's joined out there at the linebacker slot at the moment by the Whitefaces' Nathan Galvan. Straight back is Tannehill. Going to throw the screen. Now throws underneath. Got a man wide open at the 50. He stumbles down by self-tackleization at the Hereford 48. That could have been a big play for the Steers had he not lost his footing. But as it is, it's their third first down and their first time to possess it in Hereford territory.
Well, he came from the far side across the field, and Tannehill waited for him to come open, and boy, he really came open wide and caught the ball and picked up the first down.
Whitefaces make a change at linebacker as Galvan goes out. And Jimenez comes back in. It's 1st and 10 from the Hereford 48 for the Steers as we near the halfway point of the second quarter. Those of you listening back at home or around the internet this afternoon, the Whitefaces in bi-district play against Big Spring. Tannehill brings his wing back in motion, takes the snap, going to keep it himself. He runs up the middle. He gets about 3, maybe 4. Good defense by the Whitefaces. Pretty good offensive play. Has Garza on the tackle along with Wilcox. Second down, we'll call it second down and 7.
Well, Tannehill took the ball and the shotgun with number 3, Anderson, leading the way right straight up the middle. That's the first time they've run that play. And just kind of a power play with a quarterback running with the ball. Picked up a pretty good long 3 on the play.
The sophomore Tannehill at the quarterback slot has been all afternoon, has a shotgun formation, sends 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Anderson is running back. He wants to throw. Again, underneath. It is complete out on the left side. Slips a tackle inside the 40 to the 35, cutting across the field. And down. Nope, still on his feet inside the 30, down near the 26. Great run after the catch. Prisk finally on the tackle. But the Steers able to hook up that time to Clemens. And Clemens with a good job with the football.
Well, he really did. We had, again, a little bit shabby tackling there, but still he did a good job of staying on his feet and picked up another Big Springs first down.
Again, on the ricochet pass a moment ago, the Steers picked up the ball at their own 27-yard line, and they've driven now to the Hereford 27, 1st and 10, with 5:24 and counting here in the first half. 21-0 Hereford, but the Steers on the move. They send 2 receivers to the right. Whitefaces sub in a couple of guys again. 2 to the left. Tannehill looks over the defense, takes the snap straight back. Going to throw the short pass. Now he can't get it away. He's going to run with it. Heads up to the line of scrimmage, throws. It is incomplete. Hit his man right in the hands at the 10-yard line. And it is second down and 10. That ball should have been caught by the Steers.
Well, it really should. Hit him right in the hands down there about the 10-yard line and just popped right out. Incomplete pass. Tannehill just had a little bit too much time. We let him get outside on the left-hand side that time, and that's usually trouble.
Just counting here, the Steers only have 12 seniors on this ball club, Coob, and some of them not seeing action, so they are a very, very young football team. Second down and 10. Clock stopped on the incompletion with 5:04 left in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Big Spring. Shotgun formation. Tannehill calls them down. Takes the snap straight back. Here comes the rush. The Whitefaces are on him. He's trying to get away from Collier. Throws it away at the last moment. It's incomplete. Good job of the Whitefaces defensively all around. Had the pass been complete, it would have been a loss of about 5.
Cameron Collier was right there knocking him down as he tried to catch the ball, but it did fall incomplete. We put a little heat on him. That's what we need to do. Who was that?
Jordy Collier.
Jordy Collier put some heat on that quarterback, made him throw on the run.
Third down and 10 now as the Steers with a couple of big plays coming up here, trailing 21-0 with 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the first half. Have it third and 10 at the Hereford 27-yard line. Let's see what the Steers can do as they send 2 receivers again to the right. This time they split a single receiver to the left. Set a slot man out to the right as well. So there's actually 3 receivers out that way. Tannehill in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Here come the Whitefaces. He's got time. Throws over the middle. Whitefaces are there. The pass is incomplete. What a hit by the Whitefaces bench to knock it loose. Ball could have been caught. It was intended for his tight end, Richie, but a big lick there, and it's 4th down and 10.
Well, he had his hands on that ball,
sir.
and I believe he would have hung on to it if Beans hadn't been there to hit him about the time he caught that ball, and it popped out of there, 4th down and 10.
4:52 left in the first half. They bring Collier out of there. He hobbles back to the far side for the Whitefaces. What a gutsy performance by that guy. He's replaced by Galvan. Throwing situation, obviously, for the Steers. Huge play in this ball game. They just almost must pick up this first down, trailing 21-0 here late first half. They send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. See what Tannehill can do. Let's see what the Whitefaces, if they bring pressure, if they drop and play defense.
No, I don't think they'll bring anybody this
4
time.
down linemen, they don't. But they get free in a hurry, and Tannehill's in trouble, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped back at the 40. What a play by the Whitefaces on 4th down. Hollingsworth sacks him.
Oh boy, I'm telling you,
Wow.
Tannehill kept giving ground, couldn't find anybody. They were going to run a little screen, but Tannehill saw that he was well covered out in the right flat, and then he just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball, and he lost about 10 yards. So Hereford takes over there on the 40-yard line.
Whitefaces also were getting pressure from the other defensive end, Jacob Villarreal. Those 2 guys met at the quarterback. That's a good place for defensive ends to meet. 4:43 left first half. Hereford takes over on downs at their own 41, leading 21-0. And the first threat of the afternoon for the Steers, the only threat, honestly, comes up empty. Beavers out over the ball, shotgun formation. Lozoya, the running back, 4 down lineman for the Steers. Wide side left, Bridwell keeps it himself, runs left, has a hole. He has 10. Bridwell tripped up. Well, he might be right on the marker, but a good job by the sophomore as he burst up the gut. They all went for Lozoya, and it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, that's the first time we've run that play where he faked it to Lozoya that time off right guard, right tackle, and he kept it off left guard or left tackle over there. Found a pretty nice hole and picked up 9 yards on the play.
Play comes in from the bench. The Whitefaces up 20-0. I think I said 21 a moment ago. We missed the last extra point.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd down and 1. The ball just at midfield, just into Big Spring territory. Straight back to throw. Here comes the rush. Throws it long, and it is complete. Inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, J.C. Casares. And just like that, the Whitefaces lead it 26-0 on the 50-yard touchdown strike. Wow.
3rd down and a half a yard.
No, 2nd down, actually.
2nd down at about a half a yard, and they call the pass play, deep pass play, and Parker Bridwell threw that ball perfectly to Casares, and he caught the ball and moved it in for the touch.
3:54 left in the first half, and the Whitefaces lead it 26-0. We'll try to make it 27. How about that for a turn of events? Big Spring knocking at the door, and then here we go the other way. Casares, the holder, Bridwell to try to kick the point after, hit the upright the last time. Good snap. It's down. The kick is far enough. The kick is good. 27-0 Hereford. The Whiteface kickoff in 1 minute. 5 possessions, 4 touchdowns, 198 yards passing for Bridwell in the first half alone. Hereford over 250 yards, and they have just dominated this football game, Kubi, in a way that has to be a surprise to everyone here.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I'm telling you, it's got to be a big surprise because Big Spring has really been coming along and had won most of their last games except Friendship, and so it's just a shocker. I thought it'd really be a nail-biter.
Here's the kick. It is, again, that short end over end. This time fielded cleanly by the Steers at the 25 and returned back to the 40, still on their feet to the 46, so good field position for the Steers as they get the ball with 3:51 left till halftime. First time they have cleanly fielded that little pooch kick.
Yep, that time maybe not quite as high as it's been, and maybe 3 or 4 yards farther down the field. Guy caught it cleanly, ran it straight up the field, and picked up about 10 or 12 yards on the run back.
A little bit more than that, actually, out to the 46, about we'll call it a 14-yard return. 1st and 10, Big Spring, 27-0 Hereford, 3:50 left till the intermission. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun for Tannehill and the Steers. Straight back. Pump fake. Going to throw long.
Oh.
Throws it. Got a man out here. Flag's going to go down. Hereford's going to get whistled for a holding or a illegal hit. I don't know what the call's going to be, but in any event, it wasn't a bad play, honestly, by Benavides because the guy was about to run by him, and so he just bumped him when he came by.
Well, he was running down the sideline here. He was going to have that little hitch and go, look back at the quarterback after about 10 yards like he's going to be short, and then was trying to get loose to go deep, and that's when the defensive Benavides hit him there, and after 5 yards you can't make contact with him, so it's going to cost us 15.
Bless their hearts, the Big Spring Steers fans applaud the penalty. Hadn't had much to applaud. It's a 10-yard penalty. That moves it to the Hereford 44, though, and still that's a first down. 1st and 10 for the Steers from the Hereford 44 as Tannehill goes back into the huddle trying to get something going here late first half. A long way to go. So the Steers, although they're down 27-0, touchdown here, they get the second half kickoff, so who knows? A long way from being over. Shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Tannehill and the Steers. Tannehill straight back, throws underneath, complete to Parker. Parker at the 40, gives ground, and he is yanked down by Jordy Collier. Gain of 3 on the play. Great tackle by Collier.
It really was.
Wow.
Him and his ankle, limping ankle, and all. He made a nice tackle on him after he picked up about 3 yards.
Again, Collier did not work out all week. He has what they've described as a high ankle sprain. I think that's the nicest thing it could be, but he's out there playing and playing like a champ. 2nd down and 7, Big Spring. 3 minutes, 15 seconds till the intermission. Wide side right, Tannehill. Rolls right, wants to throw, no, gives off back inside, and the white faces smell it. Trip it up, great play by Tenna. He was being blocked and tripped up Anderson as he came by. He lost a yard, 3rd down and 8.
Boy, he did. Big old 99 come whistling through there and got a hand on his foot and knocked him down after a yard or so gain. So a yard loss, I guess. Good job.
He was being tackled, Tenna was, as he made the tackle, too. I'm telling you, that was a major holding that went uncalled. 2:40.
3rd and about what, 7
or 8? 3rd and 8. Steers taking a lot of time here. Clock running down to 2:38. Finally marked ready for play. I don't know if Big Spring's going to let the clock run out here. That's really, really a strange turn of events here. Now you're down 27-0, and you're going to use up the full 25 seconds here before you run a 3rd and 8. They're going to take a timeout with 2 minutes and about 20 seconds left in the first half. Hereford leading 27-0. We're back in 1 minute. First half, Whiteface is leading 27-0. Steers actually, the ball didn't get marked very quickly, so they let about 40 seconds run off the clock there. Again, much to our surprise. I mean, there's 2:12 left till halftime. You'd think they'd want all the time they could get, but 2:12 left, 3rd and 8. I guess they're thinking, Coop, if they don't make the first down here, they don't want to leave us any time to get more points.
I guess
kind of a little reversed thinking there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, the Whiteface defenders, who have been splendid in this first half, deploy. Tannehill and the Steers trying to convert on 3rd and 8, wide side right, shotgun formation. Tannehill takes the snap, rolls left, wants to throw, now pulls it down, going to run, fires it out there. Man's there, pass is complete, and they are going to call interference against the Whitefaces. It doesn't matter. Pretty good coverage by Benavides as he was locked up with the intended receiver, who made a great catch for the Steers, but they're going to convert on the 3rd down to the Hereford about 27-yard line.
Well, he spread it to his left that time. We had a guy cut him back to the inside quarterback, but when we stopped him, he cut loose fired a pass down the sideline here, and it was complete, but still we got the interference call, so they're going to have a first down.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you, it's a really close call. Doesn't matter. He made a great one-handed catch, but Benavides did a wonderful job defensively. I mean, he was right with him. 1st and 10, though, from inside the 27, about the 26.5 of Hereford. 1st and 10 for the Steers. 2:06 left first half. And the Steers line up as the clock will be in motion here, running inside 2 minutes to play before the intermission. Tannehill and the Steers, wide side right. Tannehill hands off into the right. They try to run the sweep, cuts back. Parker does, or Anderson does, and gets a good gainer. Benj and Jimenez bring him down after about an 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2.
Well, we just had 3 down linemen that time. We expected him to pass the ball, and they handed to Parker their tailback off right tackle or the right side, and he was able to pick up about 8 or 9 yards on the play.
2nd down and 2, 1:30 left till intermission. Steers at the Hereford 18-yard line, their deepest penetration of the ball game. Back to throw. Nope, hands it off again to Anderson. Runs left, gives ground, goes back right. Cuts back inside and gets the first down, I believe. Brought down finally by Hollingsworth. And who's at the bottom of that stack? Jordy Collier, but it is a first down. Stops the clock with 1:19 left till halftime.
Oh, Beans is kind of getting up slowly downhill on the left-hand side. I hope he's not hurt.
Boy, he is a house of fire out there for the Whitefaces. That guy his motor is running when he gets on the bus, much less gets off. He's going to come out of the ball game, be replaced out there by Crenshaw. A little shaken up, but he leaves under his own power. 1:19 left till the half. From the Hereford 16, it is 1st and 10 for the Steers. Steers do have 2 timeouts left. Is that right? Yep, 2 timeouts remaining. So plenty of time to do whatever they can do here if they can get this football into the end zone. Clock running now as it starts up with 1:15 and counting. Wide side to the left. Shotgun formation, Tannehill. Rolls left, runs the option, tosses it out to his tailback. He gets to the corner, slips a tackle, but a great open field tackle at the 14-yard line made by Norez. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Boy, that was a good job. Norez has made several tackles along the left side, and a good one that time, and caused them to have to call a timeout here after about a 2-yard gain.
59 seconds left in the first half. Timeout, Big Spring. We'll take a 30-second break, Michael. Hereford leads 27-0 back in 1/2 minute, and it has been beautiful for Hereford in this first half, leading 27-0. 59 seconds left in the half. Big Spring at the Hereford 14, 2nd down and 8 with 1 timeout remaining. So they can stop the clock one more time, but those seconds that they let run off earlier could prove to be critical here, Coop, depending on what happens on these series of down.
Well, it sure could, because they let about 15 or 18 seconds run off of that clock that they could have called timeout. You usually do that when you're ahead, but when you're
when you're ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
When you're leading, that's what it is.
Leading. Beans came back in, I noticed.
All right, during the timeout, he recovered. So the Steers from the shotgun, 2nd down and 8 from the Hereford 14. Out of the gun.
Yep.
He hands off. They run the reverse to the near side. The Whitefaces hit him, and Parker gets free. Parker to the 15. Parker inside the 10 and out of bounds. Boy, a flag could have been thrown back up the field, but none forthcoming. And it's a gain of about 6 on the play. Going to be 3rd down and 2 with 52 seconds left. He went out of bounds to stop the clock.
Boy, was he lucky. We had him for about a 5 or 6 yards, lost a time or two, and let him get away. And he picked up a few yards, but still 3rd down and 3 for the first down, and not too much time left. 52. Well, they got plenty of time.
A clip in the backfield there, Coob, is on the Whitefaces, and right in the open field. How that went unnoticed is pretty hard to imagine. Coach DeLozier out to ask how that went unnoticed. 3rd down and 2, 52 seconds left till halftime. It was a double reverse, and the Whitefaces got penetration and got clipped for their efforts. Out of the I formation now, and the Steers shift on the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to run power, and they fumble the snap, and it's on the ground, and finally, I think the Steers fell on it. It'll be 4th down and 5.
Well, all that tomfoolery ended up in a fumble, and they lost about 3 or 4 yards on that play. It's going to be 4th down and 6. They did on it, but it's 4th down and 6.
The final time out of the first half of the Steers. We'll take a 30-second break with Hereford leading 27-0 back in 1/2 minute. Watching once again on a replay, Jim was running back the clip on the gain on 2nd down on the double reverse that would have surely made a difference. And Coach DeLozier is still very, very animated on the far side of the field. 45 seconds left till halftime. 27-0 Hereford. 4th down and 5 for the Steers. The line of scrimmage is the Hereford 11-yard line. The line to gain is the 6. The Whitefaces have been most impressive, as that score would indicate in this first half. The Steers in a must-score situation, you would think, at this point. Again, they get the second half kickoff, so let's just say if they get points here, get the touchdown here, they could theoretically take the second half kick and be back within a couple of touchdowns. Stranger things have happened, so let's see what happens here. The Steers to the line of scrimmage. The Whitefaces deploy defensively. Both teams have chatted it up. Here we go. Out of the shotgun formation. Wide side right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tannehill, the quarterback, takes the snap straight back. Here comes the blitz. Tannehill steps away, just throws it for all he's worth. Got a man in the end zone, a jump. It's incomplete. The Whitefaces take over on downs as Tannehill just threw it up. That was a smart thing to do, honestly. He was about to be sacked, and the Whitefaces defended the pass, and the error went out of the sails of the Steers of Big Spring.
Well, I think so, too. Beans was really coming at the quarterback over there, and he had to get rid of that ball or be sacked, and it was a smart thing to do. Throw it up because he very merely completed that thing down around the end zone. I mean, he had a guy jump up, but we had a bunch of people there, and they knocked it away, incomplete.
35 seconds left till halftime, 27-0 Hereford, and the Whitefaces will run out the clock, I would assume, from their own 11-yard line. Big Spring out of timeouts, and Hereford probably just snap it here.
I think that would be wise just to take it.
We're in the kneel-down formation.
Yeah.
And there goes the kneel down by Bridwell. What a first half that guy has had. 3 touchdown passes, 198 yards passing. I mean, the Whitefaces have looked like the champs of all champs, and that'll be it as they'll count off the final seconds of the first half. Hereford sprints to the locker room. The Steers have to be carted by ambulance almost as they are stunned in slack-jawed amazement, trailing 27-0 to the Hereford Whitefaces.
Well, it is amazing. I'm kind of slack-jawed myself about this score of 27-0 here at halftime. I'm shocked, but I'm happy about that for the players and the coaches so far. Anything can happen, but that's a great showing here by the Whitefaces in the first half.
2-minute timeout. We'll hear from the Mighty Maroon Band in 2 minutes. Maroon Band bedecked in an assortment of hats. I'm telling you, we've got toboggans, we've got all kinds of hats out there as the band with cowboy hats and sombreros, you name it, they've got it on, and they are marching here and just enjoying the day. I mean, it is a fun time for all concerned when you get to the playoffs, and the Whiteface is just going to have some fun with their performance here this afternoon. We were going to listen in, and we'll try to, but as they play to the far side of the field, as they face that way, it's much more difficult, obviously, for us to hear, so we may not be able to do that. What a first time. Whitefaces. I'm telling you, there's some numbers that will just knock your socks off as Hereford leads 27-0, and 56 yards rushing and 198 yards passing, 254 yards, while Big Spring amassed 74 total in that first half. About as dominant as you can get as Bridwell. 10 out of 14 throwing. He did have an intercept, but honestly, that was one that should have been caught and just ricocheted to a defender. For 198 yards, he's thrown for 3 touchdowns. Hereford's converted 3 times on 4th down, and it has been a splendid first half of play for the guys in maroon and white. Lozoya has rushed it 15 times for 43 yards, and the Whitefaces, Matt Silva has caught 5 passes for 100 yards and a touchdown, while Casares 3 for 77 yards and a touchdown. Older brother Bridwell has caught 3 for 23 yards. He doesn't have the touchdown yet, but the Whitefaces have had things go their way in this first half, and they have played just some wonderful football to lead 27-0 over the Steers. And the Whitefaces are a half away from advancing into round 2 against Canatuo, I believe, is the opponent that will wait whoever wins this football game this afternoon. But we still have a half to play, so I don't want to jump ahead of myself here. But the Whiteface is certainly in great position to advance if they can keep up this performance in the second half of play here today. Whitefaces scored first. Again, the drives, each of them were most impressive, went 78 yards in 14 plays, Bridwell to Silva. Lozoya then ran in on 4th down from a yard away. That was a 7-play, 59-yard drive. Then the Whitefaces went 12 yards Bridwell to Bridwell, 9:11 left in the second quarter to cap that drive, and then Bridwell threw a 50-yard strike to J.C. Casares, and that's how we stand at 27-0 here on warm, beautiful Lowry Field this Saturday afternoon. Whiteface is in the locker room right now, obviously getting some words about do not relax, keep the pressure on, do all those sorts of things. There have been a couple of threats by Big Spring, that last one coming just seconds before the first half ended, but the Whitefaces able to stop that drive as well and lead it by the convincing 27-0 score. Keith Kitchens is making his way up to the press box right now, the oldest son of one W.H. Kitchens, and the old shallow water shark himself playing a little golf these days. The Whiteface Band is finishing their first half, their halftime show, I should say, and they're finishing it again. They played all their music to the far side of the field, so we haven't been able to join them this afternoon, but they played the fight song. Let's see if we can listen in. All right, again, halftime with a 27-0 lead for the good guys here in the locker room with that comfortable margin. The Whitefaces are, and the Whiteface Band, Mr. Barrow's crew, putting on another sterling performance here this afternoon, again playing to a large crowd. In fact, the Whiteface fans, I would say, substantially outnumber the Big Spring folk here this afternoon, as the Whitefaces have taken it to the Steers through the first 24 minutes of play. Ball game, honestly, opening drive was just so impressive by the Whitefaces, and from that point on, really haven't missed a beat. The only time we failed to score was when the pass was intercepted on the ricochet, and the other 4 times the Whitefaces have had the ball, they have found the end zone, and they found it with touchdowns each time. Only one missed extra point. Honestly, the only misplay, I guess you could say, by the Whitefaces here in this first half of play. So it has been a very, very exciting and rewarding 24 minutes of football. We're going to take this time, Michael, about a 3-minute break, and we'll be back at Lowry Field. Hereford leading 20 time pretty soon. And Christina, we can probably arrange some special deal for you too. So you girls now, you got to holler for the Whitefaces. I know you're Raiders, but now you're a Whiteface at least for the balance of this season. And I think some of those folks in Louisiana too, like Kendall and Griffin, might be listening this afternoon, and they're going to be coming pretty soon. Those guys are both basketball players, Coob, our 2 grandkids down there, and Griffin's a giant. He's like a foot taller than everybody else, so he's kind of the Shaquille O'Neal of Mandeville little dribblers. Not very good offensively, but defensively he's really good.
Oh, I see.
Well, the Whiteface is about to come back out. It'll be Big Spring's choice, and I would assume they'd take the football, wouldn't you, Coop?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. Big Springs will receive here the second half.
Well, let's take another 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back with what will be the final 24 minutes of the football game when we return in 1 minute.
Friezo, he knows all this.
Back here at the Lowry Field in Lubbock, Kubi's laughing. Keith's talking to the officials on the far side. Maybe he's putting in a good word for us.
Yeah,
Keith wandered over for halftime. And the officials, they're out of, what, the Abilene chapter? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. They're out of the Lubbock chapter.
Out of the Lubbock chapter? Okay, yeah. Out of the Lubbock. That's right. They wouldn't call either of our games during the regular season, so that's what teams typically try to agree on, people that haven't called for either conference, either district. And the Whitefaces, we haven't had many penalties here this afternoon. Again, a couple of, there was a missed clip that could have been hurtful to the Whitefaces just before halftime. It turned out it wasn't. But, you know, they pretty much have let them play. I mean, that's pretty much been the way it's gone.
Well, that's the way most coaches would like to have it. Call the very obvious stuff and don't throw any flags when you're not absolutely sure that something has taken place. And most coaches like it that way.
Whiteface is out stretching down at the far end. By the way, they wouldn't let our bull come in again here today. He has to stand outside the fence when we come to Lowry Field. I say in the future we punish them by not coming back to Lowry Field if they're not going to let our bull. There's plenty of room up there on the hill. I really don't understand what their concern is, but they won't let him come inside the fence. So he stands about the 15-yard line to our right, and he looks out over the field there. He's kind of hidden by the stands. The fans can't see him, honestly, very well over across the way on our side. The Big Spring fans can see him, so he's probably intimidated them. We've got a number of folks who've broken out the umbrellas here on the far side. I mean, it is 75 degrees. It is absolutely gorgeous. We've talked about the lack of a wind at all, and the the only thing prettier than the weather has been the Whitefaces' play thus far.
Boy, that's true. And as I look down to see the flags down there, I'm telling you, they are just hanging limp. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable, because you just don't have this kind of weather in West Texas where there's not any wind at all.
No, sure don't. Well, the Whitefaces captains and the Big Spring captain have come back to midfield, and they've discussed things there. And the Steers have the option, as we told you, and no doubt they take the football. So we will kick it away here as the Whitefaces are about to gather down in the end zone and make their appearance through that Double H helmet. The Steers have themselves a little black Big Spring steer. Kind of looks like, I don't know, something archway, I guess, to run through, with BS on the front. I don't know what that means. Anyway, the Whitefaces ready to gather over there, all 700 of them, and make their way back on the field. And Ryan Munguia in street clothes, disappointing for that young man. But again, what a contributor he has been to the Whiteface effort, even after being injured. I mean, being out there at practice in the games, just watching things, making comments and patting people on the head, the sort of thing you really like to have.
Well, it is. I started to say something about that just a while ago. It's a shame. Last year he had those knees that they just couldn't go, and this year he got a broken leg, and it's just been unbelievable. It's a shame that he hadn't been able to play and get in more games than he did, but he has been a great contributor, like you said, to the team and the morale and all that kind of stuff. It's really important.
I watched Randall last night and sat down pretty low, and Blake Bonner, who has been so injury-prone for the Raiders these 3 years, and he's just a great football player, but he has had a series of injuries, and again this year, and he played for about 2.5 quarters last night and then went down, just crumpled down under the pain of the groin injury or hamstring, whatever it might be, and boy, you just hate to see kids have that happen to them, and especially kids with that much ability who have a chance to shine. But Bonner, he's that same kind of guy. I've seen him a couple of times this year, and after he comes out of the ball game in those situations, he's out there patting his teammates on the back and encouraging them, and you appreciate that from a young man, or young woman, for that matter.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They contribute a great deal.
Whitefaces are coming back out, and here comes the reception. Just as the Whitefaces came out, the Steers decided to. They thought that way they'd get a round of applause from the Whiteface fans when they came back. Whitefaces parade on the far side as the Steer band plays Texas Fight, trailing 27-0 to the guys in maroon and white, or the Steers of Big Spring. And this, if it holds, would be the 5th consecutive win over the Steers for the Whitefaces, and the second time last year. It took overtime here, Kobe, before we were able to put them away. Hope it doesn't come to overtime here this afternoon.
Well, I'll look for them to come back with fire in their eyes, all right, and I certainly hope that it don't get to be a knee knocker at the end of this ball game. Boy, that would be devastating.
Well, the Whitefaces are gathered around Coach Collins and the rest of the crew over there, ready to kick it away again. We have done the pooch kick here this afternoon, the high. It's almost like a punt, and it goes about, they want it to go about 30 yards, honestly, and kick it from one hash marker across to the other side of the field and run down and cover it. And then we've done it and done it very well. And, in fact, the Steers, they've just kind of really misplayed. Lost one of those kickoffs, didn't recover one. 2 others they fumbled and were fortunate to get back. So the Whitefaces, I'm sure, will pooch it again here to start the second half.
Oh, we've had success with it, so I'm sure we'll do that. And
well, we're kicking too with them looking into the sun, so that's another factor in all of this. Make them have to look up into the sun, find that football. I see old Skip Leon standing there on the far side, the guy that covers things for the brand, does such a great job covering Whiteface sports, and Skip's pacing over there, clipboard in hand, taking notes as we go along. All right, Bridwell and the Whiteface is ready to kick it away, and those of you listening via the KPAN radio, get ready to cheer for the guys in maroon and white. Keep them alive. Here's Bridwell, one step, hits it high. This one kind of sails, hits the ground again, fumbled around, scrambled for it, picked up by the Steers, and downed at the 31, 32-yard line. The 4th time in this ball game they have not known what to do with the kickoff. It is amazing.
It really is. That time I couldn't believe it. They let the ball hit the ground. What it did, it bounced crazy on them, and they had a hard time recovering it. Finally picked it up and ran it back about 2 or 3 yards, but really pretty effective.
Whiteface's Jordy Collier, bad ankle and all, has played most of this football game, and he and Jimenez open at linebacker. Hollingsworth, Garza, Tenna, and Villarreal, the front four for the Whitefaces, as the Steers come out their first possession of the second half, trailing 27-0. Tannehill has them in the shotgun. They bunch three receivers to the right. Tannehill fakes it. He wants to throw. Trying to go deep, but can't find anybody. Now runs, throws underneath, got a man coming back for it, makes the catch, and it's close to the first down yardage. Whiteface has got good pressure on him, but he made a nice throw on the run up to about the 43-yard line. Going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, along the sideline, he sprinted to his right, run out of the pocket, and then threw along the sideline here on the home side and picked up 9 yards on the play.
Tackle by Prisk. Prisk in the secondary, along with Benavides and Collier and Villarreal. Benj is the rover. The linebackers again are Collier and Jimenez. Second down and 1. Steers just underway second half. Wide side left, shotgun formation. Steers going to hand it off inside. And good defense by the Whitefaces up the middle. That was Jimenez who was there first. Don't know where they've got him spotted, but it appears to be short of the first down. Third upcoming.
I believe it is. I thought he had it for a while, but where they got him spotted, he likes about a half a yard making it, so the clock still runs here, third down.
Garza, Tenna, among others, third down and about a foot and a half of the Steers for the first down. Just underway in the second half, Hereford leading 27-0. The sophomore Tannehill to the near side to talk it over with the coaching staff. Goes back out. I think they'll go down. Nope, going to go shotgun again. I thought they'd go down under center, but back in the gun. 4 down linemen for the Steers. Third and a short 1. And they hand off inside. Up the middle, found a seam into Hereford territory. Runs through a couple of times all the way to the Hereford 42. Good run by Anderson. Finally brought down by Benavides, but the Steers needed 1, and they got about 15.
Well, he's a good-sized guy. It looked like he weighed about 190. They don't put. No. They're one of those guys that don't put their weights in the program, but he looks like he's got good size, hard to bring down. He picked up plenty of yards for the first down.
10:15 left third period. Hereford leading 27-0, but the Steers driving at the Hereford 42 on the first possession of the second half. They have it 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left. Back to throw is Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. Going to throw long. Pass is there, knocked in the air, and caught on the ricochet. The Steers for a touchdown. The Whitefaces had an intercept. The Steers tipped it in the air and wind up with a TD. Well, that's an unfortunate turn of events right there. That's just pure luck and very, very good luck. Boy, but it's a touchdown nonetheless.
It's exactly what they needed, but it was awfully lucky as the first guy got hit. The ball hit him and flipped up in the air, and the other Big Spring guy came along, picked it off, and went into the end zone. Oh,
42
man.
yards from Tannehill to Strotter. And the Steers try to tackle on the point after. The kick is down and up. It's far enough. It's good. 27-7 Hereford. Big Springs kickoff in 1 minute. All right, back to play here at Lowry Field. 27-7. The Whitefaces lead as the Steers take the second half kickoff and march it down the field, and they kick it off to the Whitefaces. Back to Carrillo at the 5. Chris to the 10, 15, 20. Finds a seam, 25, 30, 35. Bounces to the 40, tripped up at the 40. Parker with what may have been a touchdown-saving tackle, but great field position for the Whitefaces. Chris Carrillo with a 35-yard kickoff return.
Boy, oh boy, I thought he was going to be off to the races there, but the guy reached out and caught his foot about the 35, and he stumbled to the 40, and that's still a great kickoff return by Carrillo that time.
Whitefaces with the ball, a 20-point lead. Let's see if the Steers picked up any momentum defensively by that touchdown. The touchdown came on a pass that was virtually intercepted, then bounced in the air, and the Steers, not the intended receiver, but another Steer, caught it on the ricochet. First down, Lozoya. Up the middle, finds a seam, and the little guy gets about 5 running right up the gut.
Wasn't too bad that time. Really, I guess about 4 on the play, but right up the gut, he picked up 4 yards, and that's not too bad for first down. I think we had another play this year where a receiver flipped it up in the air, and another one picked it off and moved on in. I can't remember what game it was.
Silva goes to the right. Caceres and Bridwell to the left. Shotgun on 2nd down and 6 for the Whitefaces. Wide side right. Bridwell keeps it himself right up the gut. Stepped over one would-be tackler to the midfield stripe. The sophomore comes. He's got a first down into Steer territory.
Well, that's the second time he's run that, and the second time he's had a little success with it. That time faked to Lazoya off right guard. He kept it off left tackle, left guard, and picked up about 6 yards and a Hereford first down.
Travis Cawthon, the 225-pound senior, helps Bridwell to his feet. He had earlier helped Bridwell with a block. First down just inside Big Spring territory. 9 minutes left, third period. The Whitefaces up by 20, but the Steers have just gotten their first TD of the ball game. Wide side to the right, in motion to that side goes Lazoya. And here's a flag, Hereford moved. Whiteface offensive line that time got in a little bit of a hurry, and it's 1st and 15. And those are the kinds of things that can come back to kind of nip you in the rear.
Well, and no doubt about that. That kind of slows your wagon down a little bit when you get those penalties of 5 or 10 or whatever, and kind of kills the drive sometime, makes you punt the ball and turn it over.
8:52 and counting, third period. Clock will be in motion as soon as they mark it ready for play, and they do. And here comes Jonathan Davis, the sophomore, in with the play. Again, Beavers the center. Blakely at the guard here on the near side. Cotter next to him. On the far side for the Whitefaces, it's Enriquez and Perez. Wide side right, first down and 15. Same play, rolling right. Here comes the blitz. Hands off back inside. Here's Lazoya to the 50. Lazoya tripped up at the 46. Again, it is that same Sidney Parker. And had he not made that tackle, I think it would have been a touch.
Boy, it might have been that little misdirection handoff as the quarterback took the ball and headed to his right and handed it to Lazoya, slipped it to him, and he came off left tackle and come clear there. But a guy out of the secondary come up and made the tackle after about a 6-7 yard gain.
8 yard gain. Second down and 7. That was 1st and 15. So the Whitefaces have it 2nd and 7. 8 minutes left, third period. Wide side right. Bridwell looks over the defense. Takes the snap straight back. Here comes the blitz. We pick it up. Fires it out here. Got a man wide open. It's Silva to the 30, 25. Run out of bounds at the 20. Matt's now at 130 yards receiving on the day. What a day that senior has had, and it is 1st and 10 Whitefaces.
Boy, yeah, and Bridwell really laid the ball again in there, just a perfect pass. Silva was in the slot on the right-hand side, and he went down the field and turned toward the sideline on the far side, and Parker Bridwell just laid the ball in there perfectly, and he moved it on up the field.
I'll tell you, the 3 weapons is a great, great ploy for the Whitefaces. Caceres, I've talked about what a great receiver he is. Then Hunter Bridwell, the big target out to the right, and Silva in the slot. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Whitefaces. In motion goes Lazoya to the left side. Here's the quarterback draw, and this time nobody's fooled. A loss of about 4. Make it 3. 2nd down and 13.
Boy, oh boy, I'm not sure whether he was supposed to pass that.
No, it was a draw.
I think it was a draw all the way. Boy, I'm telling you, we didn't block a soul up front that time. I thought it was going to be a screen pass or something the way we got him through, but Bridwell fell forward for a couple of yards. 2nd down and about 13.
7 minutes, 5 seconds left, third period. Whitefaces at their 24 of Big Spring, leading by 20. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. The left is the wide side of the field. Lazoya. Here comes the blitz. We pick him up, throw it underneath. Silva can't keep his feet. He makes the catch, but it's only for a couple of yards. As the pass was behind him, Matt went back and got it, but he stumbled as he did, and it'll now be 3rd down and a dozen.
Oh, boy, big play coming up here. Silva was in the slot on the far side, came across underneath what we call a drag pattern, real short, and Bridwell threw the ball just a little bit behind him, and he had to reach back to get it, and when he did, he fell down after he caught it.
Big couple of plays here. 3rd and a dozen for the Whitefaces, nearing the halfway mark of the third period. Shotgun formation, wide side to the left. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Straight back, here comes the blitz. They pick it up. He steps and fires. Complete. What a catch by Caceres with a defender hanging on top of him. He makes the grab at the 9. My goodness, what a reception.
Boy, it was a tremendous reception, and I wouldn't have been surprised if he could have kept his feet. He could have gone right on the end of the end zone, but it was really a great reception by Caceres.
What a throw by Bridwell, too.
Oh, man, did he fire that
he
thing.
fit it between 2 defenders just perfectly. 1st and goal, Hereford. A pretty good response to the Steers' touchdown so far.
So far, so good.
Nearing the halfway point we are of the third period. 1st and goal from the 10. Wide side right, shotgun formation. In motion to that side goes Caceres. And rolling that way is Bridwell, looking to throw, looking, throws it underneath. It is complete to Silva down to the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 5.
Again, the sprint pass to the right that time, and Silva down the field from the slot and turned toward the sideline, and Bridwell was able to throw it on the run, a perfect pass, and he caught it down there around the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 5 for the Whitefaces. Inside 5.5 minutes to play, third period. Play comes in again. Boy, they're slow marking the ball, which fine with Hereford. Just lets more time run off the clock. Whitefaces have to be in no hurry as they come to the line of scrimmage. Wide side left. Might look, they stack 3 receivers to the right and a single receiver, Davis, to the left. Motion on the line of scrimmage movement, but Big Spring gets back. They give it to Lozoya. He runs up the gut, runs through a couple of tacklers, and into the end zone goes Nathan Lozoya. The Whitefaces have widened the gap once again. Lozoya from 5 yards away.
Boy, that was a good job again by the offensive line. It might have fooled them just a little bit, but Bridwell handed to Lozoya off right guard, and he was able to push it right on in 5 yards for the touchdown.
What an answer to the touchdown. I'm telling you now, folks, you could draw it up any better than the Whitefaces just stuffing it down their throat after Big Spring got a fortunate touchdown to kind of give them some life. Whiteface offense answers beautifully. Here's Bridwell to try to make it a 27-point game again. The kick is far enough. It is good. The Whitefaces lead it 34-7. Hereford's kickoff in 1 minute.
Hello, Bridwell. He's getting better.
They are just going to change kickers here as they lead by 27. This one's shorter, and it's an onside kick attempt almost, but fielded up at the 43 by the Steers. So Hereford kicked the pooch kick again, but this time not quite as far down the field, and this time the Steers fielded it cleanly.
Well, he called for the fair catch, and we couldn't hit him, so he caught it there. You're right, it's not quite as far down the field there. It's on the 43-yard line, so good field position for Brownwood. Big Springs. I'll get it right in a minute.
That's all right. 5:09 left third period, 34-7 Hereford, as the Whitefaces offensively have been a well-oiled machine. Shotgun formation for Tannehill and the Steers. Wide side right, he's straight back to throw. 4-man rush, he's got time. Throws long for all he's worth. Got a man out there. The pass is incomplete. Parker had it hit him right in the hands. Prisk lost the football, and Prisk is shaken up at the end of the play. He is down, and he is hurt.
He acts like he grabbed a hamstring.
Grabbed his leg, and no, I don't know. Maybe he's just got a cramp. I think that's what it is. Well, Big Spring trainers are running out. Kevin's still down, and I think he has a cramp is what it is. They are grabbing his right leg and trying to stretch him. Doc comes sprinting across. It was a long way away from the Whiteface bench, so the Steer trainers got there first. Robert Moya right behind Doc, but it's not, fortunately, not a serious injury. It is a very painful one, though, when you get the cramps. Boy, Parker should have caught that ball.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tannehill threw the ball perfectly, and Parker had a half a step on the defender back here, but he let it hit his hands and just fall incomplete.
7 o'clock tonight, it is the Texas Tech Red Raiders against the Oklahoma Sooners over at Jones Stadium. It's Jones A&T, AT&T, Safeway, Piggly Wiggly, whatever it is, stadium. Now, I can't think of all the names, but it's over there where they used to play. Used to just be plain old Jones Stadium. Here it is 34-7 Hereford with 5 minutes exactly remaining in the third period of play, and the Whitefaces are a quarter and 5 minutes away from advancing to play Canutillo in the next round. You can jump in here anytime, dude. If you're taking a nap, go ahead.
If that takes place, where are we going to play them?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I've got an idea that it might be in Denver City.
Denver City or Andrews, you say a while ago?
That was a couple of the options, I think, but I think Denver City might be the more likely place just from, if I was just guessing.
Which one is closest to Hereford?
One of them is 780 miles, and the other one is 870 miles. We do, yes. Jim pointed out, we vacation in Denver City quite often. It's a destination spot if ever there was one.
Yeah, I went through there once. It looks like New Mexico all over again.
The Whitefaces, Kevin Prisk, able to walk off under his own power. It is indeed, as I suggested, a cramp, and he is hobbling as he goes over to the far side. Coach Delosier comes out to meet him. Norez has come back in at the corner here on the near side. The Steers have it 2nd down and 10 as we return to play from their own 43-yard line, wide side to the right. They've been in the shotgun most of the day, and they are here. Here comes Hereford with a blitz, running for his life and throwing for all he's worth. Underthrown and intercepted by Benj. He stayed in perfect position, intercepted it at the 35-yard line, hands it to the official, and says thank you very much. And the Whitefaces are in business once again.
Boy, I'm telling you, that little guy is a buzzsaw. He was running down the field, perfect position inside, yep. And Tannehill threw it there, and he was able to intercept the thing down around the 35-yard line in Hereford's end of the field.
Well, Tannehan's probably telling him on the sideline, look, boys, I can throw it, but I can't go catch it for you, too. He's had a few drops here this afternoon. Whitefaces with a football and a 27-point lead, and one of these times, now we're not going to do it right now, but Kuby has been warming up somewhat. We've got a couple of subs out there now. In fact, we've got 3 or 4 substitutes as the Whitefaces have it at their 35, 1st and 10. Bridwell still at the quarterback slot, takes the snap, hands off to Lazoya right up the middle. He gets 4, and again, Bridwell makes that little fake pass after he hands off. He's going to hurt his arm, Jim said, making that fake.
That is the funniest thing I believe I've ever seen. He handed to Lazoya that time off left guard and then just raised up and faked the pass. Lazoya picked up 4 yards on the play.
The Whitefaces have had the ball 6 times in this ball game, and 5 times they have wound up with touchdowns. Right now, a lot of substitutes out there. Jordan Salinas is split out here to the left side, getting some playing time. Here is Bridwell keeping it, spins away from one tackler, but he's in serious trouble. He'll lose a couple back to about the 37-yard line as they came pouring in on Parker that time. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, they sure do. We don't want to get our quarterback hurt now, running him too much. He acted like he kind of winded after he got knocked down that time, but he lost a couple of yards on the play.
I'll be truthful with you. We're already in somewhat of, I'd call a run-out-the-clock offense right here. Now, we're leading by 27, but we've sent out a bunch of subs here on this possession, and it is now 3rd down and 8 for the Whitefaces. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, shotgun formation. The Steers are going to come on the blitz, and here they come. Everybody coming. We pick them up, throw it out there for Silva. He makes the grab, looking back into the sun at the 48-yard line. It has been a wonderful day for Matt Silva.
Boy, it has.
Wow.
Same play he ran a while ago, down in toward the sideline over there, and Brittle laid that thing right in there for him, and he was able to make the catch.
What a job by Blakely and Beavers and Enriquez and all those guys up front. And a perfect throw and catch, and that's Matt's, I think, his 7th catch, 8th catch, 9th catch of the day. Wow, 9 catches, and he's got 146 yards. 1st and 10, Hereford, 3:24 to play, 3rd period. Shotgun formation, split wide left is Yostin. In motion for the Whitefaces goes the wing back, and they hand up the middle to Lazoya, and he gets about 3 before he's downed. But keeping the clock going, the Whitefaces just trying to run time, and they'd take this thing to the house right now, Coop.
Boy, no doubt about it. We need to run the clock down every time and run it as much as we possibly can. That time, Lazoya off left tackle made about 3 yards on the play.
I'm telling you, big old Perez, he's blocking his man 5 yards down the field. They're Rooster fighting all the way down. 2nd and 7. 2:45 left in the 3rd period. Whitefaces at the Steers' 45-yard line. Handoff, Lazoya inside into the pack, and nothing doing. Might have lost a yard. 3rd down and 8.
I believe he did. He lost about a yard on the play. He was trying to find a gap to run through and couldn't find any over there, and he lost about a yard on the play. 3rd down and 8.
Throwing situation for the Whitefaces with 2:20 left in the 3rd period. Hereford leading by 27 points. They have done this in most convincing fashion here this afternoon at Lowry Field. Out to the right side goes Yostin. Split to the left is Salinas and Ruckman as the Whitefaces come up to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to hitch it out there to the right side, complete to Yostin, but he lost 2 as the Steers play it perfectly. It'll be 4th down and 10, and for the first time today, I believe we will be in punt formation. That's correct.
I believe it is. The punt team is coming on. That time we threw that little flat pass out there. Supposed to have split man block for Yostin, and maybe he could have moved it upfield, but he got past the blocker and was able to tackle Yostin for the loss.
Caceres, the punter for the Whitefaces, on 4th and 10 from the 48 of Big Spring. The Steers look like they're going to come for the block. They do, but JC gets it away and sails a beauty. Going to hit down around the 15-yard line, hits the white-faced defender. Norris was running down to cover the punt, hit him right in the helmet, and bounced back to the 20. He's just trotting along, going to make the tackle. The ball comes sailing down and hits him right in the head. Perfectly in the helmet.
He did for a fact. Well, that's again into that sunshine that you're talking about. I'm not sure he ever saw the ball, but in any event, it was kind of funny the way it looked.
They mark it at the 21, so it would have been a much better punt for JC if it hadn't hit Norris in the head. 1st and 10 Steers from their 21, trailing by 27, late 3rd period. Kuby's warming up the vocal cords. Tannehill back to throw. Here comes the blitz. He's in trouble. He throws it up here. Got a man. Complete. A loss of 3. The Steers cheer, and they lost 3 on the completion. Norris on the tackle.
Well, number 82 for their Big Spring was down the field, and he had to come back toward Tannehill, because he was in big trouble, and he got hit about the time he caught the ball and lost a couple.
I don't know why
yards.
the clock's not running. It stopped with 1:03 left here in the third quarter. Shouldn't have been stopped, and it's still not running. The official marks it ready for play and winds it, but it should have never stopped on that play. It was a completed pass. Second down and 11. Let's wake up, clock man. Inside a minute to play, third period. Wide side is the left for the Steers. Tannehill in the shotgun. Sophomore takes the snap, rolls left. Here comes some pressure. Hands off back inside. Slips one tackle, does Anderson. Gets out to about the 23. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be third down and 8. Great recovery inside by the White Faces. And the man at the bottom of that stack is Garza, the defensive tackle, Josh Garza.
Well, that was a great job by Garza, because they run that little misdirection where the quarterback starts to sprint to the right, or his left, and slips it to his back, coming back off right tackle, and he didn't fool our tackle on that. He was able to make the tackle for about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
The Steers are, well, they are going to. I started to say they're not going to snap the ball till this quarter ends. We're down to 10 seconds. They could let it run out. 25-second clock never started. And we're down to 4 seconds now. Tannehill on 3rd and 8 takes it back to throw. Quarterback draw. Tannehill runs to his left. He's got a running room up the middle. Finally brought down up at the 35. Loses the football, picked up by Benj, and the White Faces have it right back. Tannehill made the first down, coughed it up, and the White Faces will take over to begin the final quarter of play.
That was unbelievable. Tannehill run the quarterback draw and was close to the first down. I guess he had it, but he fumbled the ball.
Well, let's see. Now the officials are having some kind of a powwow about whether or not he was down, but the Steers look like they're coming off their offensive unit. That was the end of the quarter. Benj picked up the ball. The Big Spring coach is protesting that the fumble occurred after the runner was down, and now they're coming back out, and I believe they're going to change this ruling.
What did it look like on their video there?
Well, let's see the replay, Jim. We can watch it right here. Oh, the ball came out as he's going down, no question about it. We spun him around. The ball came flying out. Whiteface coaches are out there. The officials are having a meeting, and the official on the Big Spring, oh, no. The official on the Big Spring side is ruling that he was down. Wow, that's the end of the third quarter. Hereford leads at 34-7. We just got rinky-dood right there. We'll be back with the fourth in 1 minute. Steers fumble the football. 3 officials said it was a fumble. The official on the near side said he was down after the Big Spring coach jumped on top of him. And they changed the call. That's what they did, Coob, plain and simple. I can't tell it any other way.
I can't believe that. I can't believe they'd do that when it looked like on the replay there. They were talking about that. He, as he was going down, the ball came out, looked like.
No question. And they mismarked it after all that. But it's a first down, Big Spring, and it's not going to matter. 34-7. Hereford leads 12 minutes to play, but Hereford would have had the football right there. 3 down linemen for the Whitefaces. Let's see if the Steers try to throw it or try to run it. Tannehill rolls right. He wants to throw. Pulls up, throws, double pumps, throws into traffic. It's 6 miles over everybody. Second down and 10.
Boy, he let that sail on him. I mean, it went high and out of bounds into the Hereford bench over there. Goes incomplete. Second down and 10.
White Faces are less than 12 minutes away from a berth in round 2 of the football playoffs. They have just demolished the Big Spring Steers here this afternoon at Lowry Field, plain and simple. And even the last time, White Faces playing with backups out there on the last possession. Tannehill on 2nd and 10 from his 33. Takes the snap, runs the option. Tosses it out to his pitch man. He is hit and dropped back at the 31. Loss of 2. I mean, we covered the pitch man, we covered the quarterback, and the tackle made by Galvan. 3rd and a dozen.
Boy, that was something else. They tried to pitch out of the shotgun like they have 2 or 3 times. They hadn't been too successful with that play at all, but they tried it again that time, lost 2 or 3 yards.
Branded the Steers, Cindy said. That's what the White Faces have done here this afternoon with 11:30 left to play. White Faces returning to round 2 of the playoffs next week against Canutillo. 3 down linemen, 3rd down and a dozen. Tannehill back to throw. He's going to throw it for all he's worth. He's got a man out there. The pass is incomplete. Norris running with the intended receiver. It's 4th down and a dozen from their 31. Let's see if the Steers punt it away. I would assume that they would.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to. At least they're sending some people in. Whether they fake it or not, I don't know. But they had a guy, if it had been a perfect pass down there, they could have completed the thing. Nunez was running right with him, though.
If it was a perfect pass, if it was a perfect world, Kuby, we would be 8-0 or something
right.
like that, too.
Yeah, no doubt about
Punt
it.
formation for the Steers. Twin safeties back for the Whitefaces. Collier and Silva. Now we got too many men out there? I think we do, as the Whitefaces bring Silva back off. And time call now by Hereford. We weren't quite sure how we were going to line up, so we take a timeout with 11:07 left to play, leading by 27 back in 1 minute. All right, after the timeout, now we've got the punt return team back out there. We think the Steers are going to punt, but we're kind of in a little bit of a prevent, too, on 4th down and 12. They send a man in motion. They are going to fake it. Going to run the reverse to the near side. Got one man to beat, and he comes across the 40 to the 45 and out of bounds up near midfield. So they ran a little Statue of Liberty reverse, the Steers did, and made the first down, and they still have the football.
Yeah, that was pretty tricky. We didn't think they was going to punt it.
We had a
sure
shot
enough
at
they
him.
didn't. We had a shot at him and let him get away back about the line of scrimmage. But the punter took that ball and faked like he's going to throw a pass and just handed it back behind with the guy coming. I think it was the man that went in motion that way, came back around behind him and took the ball around the left side for the first down.
Up to the 48 on Big Springs end of the field. 10:58 left to play. The Whitefaces leading by 27. The Steers with a football. The Whitefaces with a football game. The Steers come out in the shotgun. They send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tannehill with a wide side to his right, looks over the defense, takes the snap, rolls right, hands off back inside on the little delay, but this one won't count because they moved before they ever snapped it. It'll be 1st and 15.
Well, they were still celebrating to run that Statue of Liberty thing. You're celebrating, and it cost them 5.
Well, you have to celebrate small gains on a day like today, probably. 1st and 15 as they move it back to the 43. And ran that little delay back inside again. They just bring the quarterback rolls to the right and hands off. Same play we run, and we've run it quite successfully here today. The Steers haven't had quite that much success. That reverse a moment ago, that fake on 4th down, was their longest running play by 10 yards of the day. Tannehill rolls right, looking to throw, has time, throws it up for grabs, got a man there now. Parker, it's complete at the 25. Parker's run out of bounds down around the 14-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Steers.
Boy, I'm telling you, he was wide open down there that time. I don't know how he was able to get behind us. I think number 31 was able to knock him out of bounds over there about the 15-yard line, but he was wide open for the pass from Tannehill.
Armanduras it was who ran him out of bounds, but the Steers have it 1st and 10 now with 10 minutes and 49 seconds left in the ball game. They start the clock now. He went out of bounds, but they're running the clock. It beats me.
It beats me, too. They stopped it a while ago when they shouldn't have, and this time they should have stopped it and didn't.
I guess we're getting it back. 1st and 10 for the Steers from the Hereford 15. Wide side to the left. Back to throw is Tannehill. Throws over the middle, got it complete down around the 5-yard line, close to, but I believe short of the first down. Prisk on the tackle.
Oops.
But the Steers have a 2nd down and about 1 from 5 yards away.
Well, Chris, he kind of grabbed his hamstring again when he made that tackle. He kind of limps off now.
Yeah. So it's 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and a foot for the first down. Just over 10 minutes left in the ball game. The Steers, even with, moving the ball down the field here, very lethargic coming to the line of scrimmage. Taking a lot of time off the clock. Wide side left, shotgun for Tannehill and the Steers. Takes the snap, hands off inside, big hole up the middle, touchdown for the Steers. It's 34-13 with a point after upcoming. 9:46, clock still running. 9:45, we got an extra 3 seconds there. 9:45 to play.
Well, big hole that time, straight up the middle that time for Parker. He went in untouched into the end zone.
And the Steers now pull within within 21, and they can make it 20 here with a point after. Tannehill, the kicker, just as Whiteface quarterback is the kicker this day. Good snap. Kick is down, blocked by the Whitefaces. It's a live ball. The Steers pick it up, and it matters not. The Whitefaces have blocked the point after, and it'll be Big Spring to kick off. Down by 21 when we come back in 1 minute. 45 left, 34-13. Whitefaces by 21 as the Steers on a fake punt got down the field, then a big pass play to Parker and into the end zone by Anderson to make it a 21-point game as Hereford blocked the point after that last time. Now the Whiteface is preparing for what you would think would be an onside kick by the Steers.
Well, I hope we're ready for it because they sure might do it. We are ready for it. We got nearly everybody up there.
Last week, Dumas had a real chance at getting one. They didn't get it. They touched it before it went 10 yards. Let's see what happens here. Nope, he kicks it away. And the ball's going to hit down around the 5 and roll into the end zone, and it'll be brought out to the 20 for a touchback. So that's just fine. The Whitefaces start from the 20 with a 21-point lead.
Well, we need to run the clock, make a few first downs, and run some of that time off the clock. Still a lot of time left if Big Spring could get lucky again.
Well, a little bit of a surprise there to me that they didn't attempt some kind of onside kick, either the pooch kick or something that the Whitefaces wouldn't get the ball at the 20, but that's what they did. So let's see what Hereford can do with it now. And this time I would assume that we'll go with the starters. We didn't the last time, but the Whitefaces come back out with the football at a 21-point lead. Miguel Lopez in at guard on the right side. Shotgun formation for the Whitefaces on first down. Here's the misdirection handoff up the middle to Hinojosa. He slips a couple of tackles and drags a would-be tackler to the 25, so a nice 5-yard gain on first down for the Whitefaces.
It was a good job by Hinojosa. He had to pull loose from a tackle about the line of scrimmage, and he just kept churning and was able to pick up 5 yards. Not bad for a first down play.
9 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. The Whitefaces leading as they have, it seems, almost from the time they got off the bus here this afternoon. In comes Jonathan Davis with the play, and the ball still not marked ready for play. Coop, a good 20 seconds ran off there. We can use some critical time here if we choose to before we snap the football.
We need to run that clock down. 16, still 16, 15.
Sure.
Seconds
9
left.
minutes left in the ball game. Second down and 5 from the 25 on Hereford's end of the field. Bridwell brings the wing back in motion. Takes the snap, hands off inside again, and again Carrillo's hit, and this time he escapes for about a 5-yard or about no gain back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 5 as the Whitefaces are playing it very cautiously here.
Well, we are, and they had that little misdirection deal again, like a quarterback moves one direction, hands to a guy going back another, but he was only able to get back to the line of scrimmage that time, and critical play here for the Whitefaces.
Third and 6 with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to play. Well, I'll be honest with you, listening over the radio, I don't think anything's in real jeopardy here, but the fact is we'd like to get a first down and keep the clock moving as we get the play in now at the last moment from Yostin. And now the 25-second clock is down to 10. We may have to take a timeout here on third down and 6. Let's see, as Parker brings them up.
Better come on, let's go.
Down to 3 seconds, and now he snaps it. Here comes the blitz. Throws it out there, got a man there, and it's intercepted.
Shit.
Picked off at the 30-yard line, back to the 20. He'll go for the touchdown.
Yep.
As the pass was intercepted by the Steers, that ball just kind of thrown up for grabs, and the Steers picked it off. Ontiveros with the interception and the return. And now with 7:49 left, the Steers pull within 14 if they kick the point after.
Well, that's what I was talking about a while ago. Anything can happen in a football game, and that time that was kind of disastrous for us because the interception and the touchdown, he puts them back within about 14 points of us.
So the Whitefaces are going to try to defend the point after here. They lead by 15, 34-19, 7:49 left to play. But the Steers certainly with plenty of time if they can hold the Whitefaces on this next possession. Now Big Spring is short a man, short 2. Now they run them out there. And because the clock was marked so late, they've still got plenty of time to try to kick the point after. Again, Tannehill is the kicker. The snap is not good. He gets it down, but this one is good. And it is a 14-point ball game with 7:49 left. Big Spring kickoff in 1 minute. Feels suddenly a 14-point ball game. And really, the one thing we couldn't afford to do was give them a touchdown, and we just did. So still a comfortable lead, but not near as comfortable as a moment ago, and they kick it away again. Silva goes back. It hits about the 5, rolls into the end zone again, and it'll be brought out to the 20. So the Steers again pass up on the onside kick attempt, and Hereford will start from the 20 with 7 minutes and 49 seconds left to play.
Well, it worked pretty good for him last time, kicking it deep and got the interception for the touchdown. Let's see what happens here. Hereford has got to respond a little bit and move the ball down the field. Even if they only make 2 or 3 first downs, it sure would be nice and run the clock a little bit, and then maybe we could kick it on down the field.
Well, we kind of went into a little bit of a protective mode, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that once you've done that. And let's see what the Whitefaces can do here. As Kuby said, need a couple of first downs, leading 34-20. 7:49 left in the ball game. And again, Bridwell, the quarterback, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Lozoya next to him. You'd think Lozoya would get it on first down, but no, Bridwell keeps it right up the middle, and he is hit after about a 2-yard pickup to the 22. The Steers, they finally got their defensive motors in gear, and the Whitefaces are going to have to come up with some sort of play, you would think, to get a first down.
Well, they do. They're going to have to step up here, get a pass. We're going to have to go ahead and pass the ball. Yeah. You've been pretty successful throwing the ball, and we can't just ignore that completely.
Ball's marked ready for play again. Precious seconds march off each time before it's marked ready. A good 15 seconds between the time the ball is ready and the time the ball is marked ready. 7:10 left to play. Out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 8. Bridwell calls them down. Long count, takes the snap, straight back. Here comes the rush. Has time, pulls it down, fires over the middle. Intercepted at the 25-yard line, and back to the 15 come the Steers. And just like that, back-to-back interceptions, and suddenly this ball game has completely turned around.
Boy, it has for a fact. I mean, very unfortunate. Again, Bridwell was forced out of the pocket that time, and as he left the pocket, he threw the ball and he limped off the field that time. He must have got hit after he threw it, but intercepted again, and now Big Springs has really got their motor running. That's the worst thing about it. It really has fired Big Springs up.
6:56 left to play, and the Whitefaces had this thing, it seemed, in check, leading 34-7, and the Steers got a touchdown. Just kind of the Whitefaces kind of played loosely, and they got a touchdown, and now back-to-back interceptions, and the Steers are only 15 yards away from making this a 7-point ball game. Tannehill brings them up, wide side to the right. Whiteface defensive unit trying to find themselves here. Low snap. Tannehill goes back and picks it up. Tannehill throws it away, and
that's illegal.
That's illegal, intentional grounding, right. And that'll bring it back from the 30-yard line where he threw it. Tannehill did the wise thing in throwing it, but now the Steers coaches are out there again trying to do some officiating, but the referee has thrown his flag. And unless we have real weird turn of events here, that should stand as an intentional grounding. There was not a receiver in the vicinity. And now the officials confirm, boy, this is frightening. Intentional grounding is the call against the Steers. And the Big Spring coach protests again. Tries to influence the official on the near side, but that's not going to work. The referee says, no, sir, that's grounding.
Boy, there's no doubt about it in my mind. He just picked it up and flung it over out here, and he wasn't outside the pocket anyway.
So the Steers lose, and the coaches out on the field again arguing. Where's that guy from Big Spring who was hollering about flagging and unsportsmanlike conduct at Coach DeLozier a moment ago? And he's telling the coach to get off the field right now. Discussion continues. 6:49 left to play. It'll be 2nd down, and they'll need 23 yards for the first down. That's a loss of down plus the penalty. And the Big Spring coach continues to scream at the official.
Well, that's a break we needed, except
got to take advantage of it, though.
Got to take advantage of it because,
Hollingsworth, Garza, and Wilcox up front. Hereford with a three-man front here, Coop. Going to go with the 3 rushers unless we bring some blitzers. Jimenez and Galvan are the linebackers. 5 deep secondary, actually 6 deep secondary for the Whitefaces. Tannehill back to throw. 3-man rush. He pulls up, just throws it up for grabs. Got Parker out there. Fights for the ball. He runs out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and 22. Good coverage over there by Prisk.
Right, he was right along the sideline there. He did catch the ball, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. We had lots of folks down there all around the area, so it was pretty good coverage on the play.
Yeah, he actually dropped it, too, out of bounds.
Oh, did he?
He was about 5 yards out of bounds when he dropped it. So, in any event, it is 3rd down and 22, 6:41 left to play. Steers got to get 23 yards in the next 2 plays to keep this drive alive and probably to keep the ball game alive. Whitefaces have given them every chance to get back in it here late in the 4th quarter. Shotgun formation. Tannehill Takes the snap, fakes it, going to throw again. Looks, throws long down the field. Coverage is there, pass is there, and that should be defensive interference as Collier had it intercepted, but no flag. It's fourth down.
You mean offensive interference?
I mean offensive, I'm sorry. Collier had it intercepted, but no flag.
Well, he was in great position, Collier was. There wasn't any way it could be interference on him.
No, I was saying that he got pushed in the back. So now the play of the ball game, at least to this point, they've got to come up with 23 here with 6:33 left to play. Hereford's lead back to 14. The Steers trying to capitalize on the second turnover of this quarter, the third of the ball game for the Whitefaces.
Well,
Tannehill's got to come up with a huge play. He sends 3 receivers to the right. He's just going to throw this for all it's worth.
I believe he is too. He's going to fire it up toward the end zone.
Whiteface has got to be careful not to interfere as well as defend. Here comes the rush.
Come through.
He does throw it for all he's worth. It's just like the final play of the game. Pass. It's up. It's incomplete. And that will be 1st and 10 Hereford back up at the 32-yard line. Tannehill wound up flat on his back. And the Whitefaces have it 1st and 10, and the Big Spring fans want a late hit. They want everything, don't they?
They do for a fact. Well, when you get close like that, you start wanting to win the ball.
No, that guy's been wanting the whole time. Well, 1st and 10 Hereford, so the Whitefaces dodged that bullet. Now let's see if we can kind of take care of the football here. 6:24 left and run some time off the clock, Kuby.
Oh, we need too bad. We just need to run the ball, even whether we make any yards or not,
Sure.
and punt it away. Keep that clock moving.
Whitefaces come out now as Beaver's out over the football. Next to him, Blakely. Cawthorn next to him. Offensive line we go down under center for the first time in a while. Give it to the tailback, running right, and immediately hit is Carrillo, and he loses a yard. I mean, the Steers are just up there. They're pretty sure we're not going to throw the football right there, and they came with 11 men. Loss of 1.
Well, that's what they did. Brought all those darn linebackers and hit him in the backfield. Lost about a yard on the play, but we did get the clock moving.
Yep, down to the 6-minute mark. Whitefaces leading 34-20. Taking all the 25 seconds they can as the play comes in from the far side. It is Yostin who brings it in. Well, we need to throw a couple of passes here, even, something safe, Coob, to kind of get a little confidence restored. But we're going to get back in the shotgun here with 2 running backs. Now they send in motion Carrillo, snap the ball, and Bridwell hands off back inside Lozoya, and nothing doing. He loses 5 more back to the 21. And now the Whiteface is faced with a 3rd down and 16, and I don't think we'll throw it here unless we throw it deep.
It's a dangerous time to throw it because they're gonna maybe bring blitz some linebackers, but they know that we get best chances to throw the ball, and they'll be ready for it.
And the Whitefaces send the play in now. It's Caceres. It may even be a direct snap to him. That wouldn't surprise me here. With 5 minutes and 5 seconds left, 34-20, Hereford leads. The Whitefaces had this thing in hand and let the Steers get back in it. 25-second clock is down to 10. We'll have to snap it around the 4:50 mark. Wide side left. It's 3rd down and 16. And here is the snap, and here is the fake. And Bridwell throws it up, and it could be picked off again. Nope, incomplete. Wow, threw that one up for grabs. Caceres went up to fight for it. 4:42 left. That stops the clock, unfortunately. And the Steers are going to get it back, but again, trailing by 14 points.
Still trailing by 14, and maybe we can get them down the field. If they don't get a great run back on this thing, maybe we can get it down past the 50-yard line somewhere.
Back to punt is Caceres. I'm not going to mention what this is mindful of as JC goes back. Twin safeties back for the Steers. 4:42, high snap. Oh, he goes and gets it and hits a beautiful sailing punt that's going to be fielded and fumbled back at the 40. A scramble for it. I think the Whitefaces have the football. The Steers misplayed it. Oh, no. Big Spring has it. Down at the bottom, a little pushing and shoving at the end of that thing, but the Steers wind up with the ball at their 40. That's about 4 times this afternoon they have fumbled punts or kickoffs and gotten it back.
Boy, we had a shot at it. Some kid, I couldn't tell who it was, dived in there right in the middle trying to get that ball and couldn't quite do it. Big Spring takes over on their own 40-yard line. At least got them away from the goal line a little bit.
It was a good punt by JC after a high snap that almost went over his head. 4:34 left. Big Spring with the ball down by 14. The line of scrimmage is their 40. Whitefaces trying to get this thing over with. Tannehill back to throw. 3-man rush. Throws it long again for all he's worth. Got a coverage back there. Pushes the defender, and a flag goes down. Let's see what this call is going to be now. It's going to be offensive interference, I think. He pushed Norris to the ground, made the catch at the 31 after that, and if that's the call, interference against Big Spring. That's the call. So the Whitefaces dodge a bullet there. That was a good call, and it was by the official in front of the Big Spring bench. Let's give him credit.
Well, we had a defender out in front of the receiver, and there wasn't anything he could do except push him if he's going to try to catch the ball. It wasn't much way it could be against the Whiteface.
15-yard penalty back to the 25 makes it 1st and 25 now for the Steers as the Whitefaces with a 14-point lead. And 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the ball game. Steers break the huddle, come out in the shotgun, send 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. 3 down linemen for the Whitefaces. Back to throw. Tannehill looking. Again, he's just going to load up. Nope, he can't get rid of it. He now escapes. The tackle comes back to the 30 and to the 34-yard line. Finally wrestled down by Crenshaw and others, but he gained about 7 or 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 17, but the clock is running now.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it. The clock is running. He didn't look too good running with the ball, but he did pick up several yards there after he couldn't find anybody to throw to.
Boy, this is a good example of old momentum. Just kind of relax a little bit, and it's hard to get it back. Whitefaces now deployed offensively, 3:50 left to play. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for the Steers. Tannehill back to throw. 3-man rush, trying to throw the screen underneath. It's complete to Anderson. He's open at the 35, at the 40.
That's a
he cuts to the, and there comes some flags. This one's coming back too. He gets a 1st down into Hereford territory, but erase this one from your memory. 2 flags went flying. The Steers with a hold in wide open spaces, and that'll erase that play.
Well, it will for a fact. Even I saw that one. He hit him in the back over here as the ball carrier went around. The blocker back hit one of our guys in the back.
Yeah, and the pass was caught by, whatever his number 17, Cindy, Clemens. So the penalty will come from the 42. That'll move it back to the 32. We have 3:35 left to play. And the Steers fans are very upset again.
They just noticed it.
Yeah, he just now caught the penalty. 2nd down and 20, and you hear 18. You hear the boo-boo from. I wish I could identify the guy for you, but he's called a great game. 3:35 left. 2nd down and 18 for the Steers. The clock is running now. Precious seconds ticking away as the Steers huddle up back there and act as though they don't know it's running. 3:25 left. Kubi's still about to break out in song any moment here.
I like to broke out in the sweat a while ago.
3 to the left, but they put it back in motion, the flanker, and back to throw. Tannehill used up all day. Now he pulls it down. He wants to run. Throws back over the middle. It's in the air and incomplete. Almost picked off by the Whitefaces. 3:10 left. It'll be, 3rd down and 18.
Number 14 over there, I think, got a hand on it as Tannehill was running to his right, tried to get a pass off to his receiver over there along the right-hand sideline, and we tipped it away.
So the clock is stopped with 3:10 left in the ball game. The Whitefaces still in control, leading by 14, but again, this has gotten much more exciting than we would have preferred. Tannehill out of the shotgun. Wide side left. Sophomore takes the snap and goes back. Looking. Going to throw it out here. The coverage is there into triple coverage. Ball is batted in the air and incomplete. I hope you can hear the gentleman. Interference, he said, and there was. There was offensive interference as they tried to tackle the Whiteface interceptor, but it's incomplete.
Well, we had 3 guys all around him, and number 21, I think, knocked it down. He wasn't even close to interference.
I don't know if you can hear the guy at home, but we have a real clear shot here, and it's pretty entertaining, honestly. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left. 4th down and 18. The Steers have got to get 18 to maintain any hope. The Whitefaces, if they get the football here, can run the clock down pretty amply. Hereford trying to advance for the 2nd consecutive year into round 2 of the playoffs. The Steers send 3 receivers to the right. This is going to be another heave-ho by Tannehill. Heave-ho. There it goes down the field. Everybody goes up. The ball is tipped and incomplete, and the Whitefaces will take over. Those last few passes have been more hopes than passes, truthfully.
Yeah, he just got back and threw it just about as far as he could that time.
So the Whitefaces take over on downs at the Big Spring 32 with 2:54 left to play. The Steers do have all 3 of their timeouts, which I assume they will use here. But the Whitefaces are very close to securing a round 2 playoff position.
Well, isn't it strange how some of these games turn out? A while ago, Big Springs had the ball down on about the 10-yard line, trying to get in where they just 7 points down, and they fumbled that snap back there, went back a little ways, and they kept losing, and all of a sudden we had the ball and still had the 14-point lead.
Bridwell on first down out of the shotgun from the Steers 32. There's moving on the line, but Big Spring gets back. Lozoya's going to get the football, and he's immediately going to get hit. And the Steers are immediately going to take a timeout. 2:50 left. Prolonging the agony more than anything here, but they can stop it 2 more times. And the Whitefaces will have to try to do something to use a little more time if they can. What do you think, Coop?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'd do the same thing they're doing, call timeout, and you might as well use them all. You can't take them home with you, and hopefully that they're.
Well, you can take them home with you, but they're just not of any value.
They're hoping that they can get the ball back maybe and have another chance like they did. You know, it looked pretty impossible for them just a few minutes ago, and it's looking pretty slim right now. But lots of things can happen in these cotton-picking ball games. You never know what's going to happen.
The Whitefaces lead this cotton-picking thing by 14 points with 2:50 left to play. If you give me my choice, I'll take the Whiteface side of this deal.
No doubt about it.
Second down and 10. Again, the Steers with 2 timeouts. Well, honestly, I think the only thing about this that's, I guess, a little bit disappointing to me is we played much better than what this final score is going to wind up here today. And
well, that's true.
Trying to let the Steers get back in this thing, or at least make a game of it down the stretch here, such as it was. And we've got to be sure, you know, especially from this point forward, if indeed we do go forward, you got to be sure you take advantage and take care of things when you get the lead. We send 3 receivers to the left, all lined up in a row. And see what Bridwell will do. He'll hand off inside, and immediately Lozoya goes down. It'll be 3rd down and a dozen. The Steers know we're not going to throw it, and they just bring everybody, and they take a timeout. 2:46 left to play. We'll take a 30-second break and be back in 1/2 minute. Time for a reverse, according to W.H. Kuby Kitchens.
Well, they know we're going to try to run the ball, and they're probably thinking we're going to run it right straight up the middle. Now, I'd like to see J.C. come from this side and go around the other side on a little reverse after faking it to Lozoya up the middle and see what happens.
Well, we'll just see. I got a phone call there. I don't know who from, but we'll have to hang up for the moment. We've got bigger things at hand here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 12. He throws it complete out here to Hunter. He's got 5. He stumbles just short of the first down. Oh, Hunter Bridwell was about to run for the first down. He's 2 yards short. It'll be 4th down and 2, but that puts us in much better position to get the first down.
Boy, it sure does. And that was a perfect time to run that little screen out there. We had 3 people out in front of him. I'm not sure he might have scored if he hadn't stumbled over that.
Had a great block by Caceres down the field. It's going to be 4th and 3. We'll keep it here as Big Spring uses their final timeout with 2:40 left to play. And the Whitefaces, if they can pick up the 3 yards, obviously can run out the clock. If they don't, the Steers have 75 yards to go for 1 touchdown, and they've got to have 2 touchdowns. So let us see what we might even run the same play again, huh?
Well, yes and no.
Okay, yes and no.
Yes,
that's a real. Yeah. Jim thinks you need to sing the song, Kuby. No. He's refusing to sing the song. Well, we'll see what happens here on 3rd down as the afternoon winds down. Been a pretty long football game as it's all kind of turned out here, with the Whitefaces leading, as I said, by 14 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, facing a 4th down and 3 at the Big Spring 25. This play, if the Whitefaces make a first down here, Kuby will sing the song. If we don't, he'll hold off momentarily, I'm guessing.
You are exactly right.
Okay, I thought I had that figured out. Let's see what the Steers think the Whitefaces will do and what the Whitefaces will do. The thing about it here is if you throw it incomplete, it doesn't really matter because they're going to get the ball and stop the clock anyway on the change of possession. Steers have everybody up there. Same play, and Bridwell catches it, but there is a timeout call by Hereford just before we snap the ball. Oh, my goodness. Hereford used a timeout. I guess we didn't like the defensive alignment for Big Spring, and we called a timeout, and we'll take a 30-second break. It'll be 4th and 3 when week 7 left to play. What happened there? The Whitefaces, we did run the same play as I suggested we might, and snapped it, and it would have been, as Kuby said, maybe a touchdown, but we called a timeout. We didn't like the defensive alignment. Our coaches called a timeout on the sideline, and so we have to do it all over again, 4th and 3. Got a little different formation this time. Wide side right for Bridwell. So he looks into the sun. Steers, they've got 6 men up on the line of scrimmage, so they're going to bring everybody. And here they come. He's back to throw. Looks, fires it. Marquez makes the catch, and that's it. At the 20-yard line, J.C., Caceres makes the catch, Mr. Clutch, and it is 1st and 10 Hereford with 2:31 left, and the clock will start running, and in just a moment, you'll hear the voice of W.H. Kuby Kitchens.
Hey, that was a great job. I'm glad they threw to Caceres.
Yes, sir. He is a sure-handed guy, if ever there was one. And he and Silva's had a great day today. He's had his career afternoon. And the Whitefaces are going to win this thing and made it, I guess, kept all y'all listening much more closely at home than you thought you would be, and I thought you would be too. Whiteface is going to have to hurry now to snap it, as they don't get it snapped, and now they get a delay of game. So move it back from the 20 to the 25. 2:04 left to play. 1st and 10 Hereford again. The Steers are out of timeouts.
Will the clock start here?
Shouldn't. Let's see. The official marks it ready for play. If it does, we've gotten another king-size break. 2:04 left. He marks it ready and doesn't start it. Hoped he might. Whitefaces bring the play in. Again, I think we can just run it up in the line. They can't stop it, and you got 25 seconds each play, so that pretty well takes us to the end of the ball game. This is 1st down. I know we're not going to run it here or pass it here. Bridwell runs right and just falls down. That's what he does to get the clock in motion. Loses about 4 on the play, but that's just to use up as much time as possible, and they won't get it marked. And now we've got timeout called by whom? By the official. Oh, the Steers have a player injured. Come on, give me a break. There's a rule in the NFL when this happens. You take 10 seconds off the clock if the team's out of timeouts. And what it'll do, instead of the clock running down, this is just a fake deal all the way around. It gets the clock stopped. They'll start it back up, but it will start on the 25-second and run from 1:53. So now they start the 25-second clock, and instead of us being able to run more time off the clock, which would have probably been another 20 seconds, so the Whitefaces are going to have to run it down to about 1:30. When are you going to sing the song? It is 2nd down and 20.
Anytime.
Okay, after this play, he'll sing the song. The Whitefaces leading 34-20. Bridwell gives it to Lozoya up the gut. He gets about 2 or 3. And we are down to 1:26, and here we go, WH.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Turn out the lights, the party's over. And tomorrow we start the whole thing over again.
1:09 left. The Whitefaces will snap it here on 3rd down. And the ball's still not marked ready for play. Wow.
That's amazing.
The ball is marked at 1 minute. I'm telling you, 20 more seconds ran off the clock. The Whitefaces can wait till there's 35 seconds left, and they'll not have to snap it but one more time in this afternoon, and they will leave here with a 34-20 win that was much more decisive than the final score will show. Shotgun formation. Bridwell will take it. He'll hand it off to Lozoya. He'll be hit. He'll go down. And the clock now shows 35 seconds, and they won't mark this thing ready for play until it's less than 25 seconds. And so the Whitefaces will go get on the bus and go home to celebrate another championship afternoon as they win the bi-district affair over Big Spring 34-20. Whiteface fans celebrate across the way.
Well, that's just what the doctors ordered.
Man, I'm telling you. Very, very impressive. We're trying to find out where we're going to play, and Coach Wall and crew don't know, so we'll check on that later. Teams exchange handshakes out at midfield. Good, clean football game.
Yep.
I mean, there was nothing resembling any kind of late hitting or anything like that on either side. And the Whitefaces seem to have the Steers number, Coop.
Boy, they do. I'm telling you, we've beat them, what, about the last 4 times?
5 times in a row now.
5 times in a row. We have their number. And the first half was really, I'm telling you, a good football half by the Hereford Whitefaces. Much better than the second half. But like you say, we kind of got defensive or something.
Got a little cruise control there, I think.
Yeah, kind of cruise control, trying to run the clock out and that kind of stuff. And we got away from our regular game, and it didn't work. too good, but still, we won the ball game 34-20.
Oh, absolutely. And the Whitefaces shake hands with Big Spring, and both teams have so many players suited out, that takes an extra 30 minutes here. But great day for the Whitefaces and for these junior varsity guys that got moved up here today. It'll be an afternoon they'll remember for the rest of their lives. 34-20 Hereford. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back at Lowry Field in 1 minute.
Rather than fight tooth and nail with some big dealer sales guy for 4 or 5 hours, Wally.
Oh, come on, man. The Whitefaces, 34-20 winners over Big Spring Steers as this afternoon draws to a close. And the Whitefaces with 34-20 win. Here are the totals on the day. 18 first downs to 12, Hereford. 71 yards rushing, 63 for Big Spring. 268 passing, 176 Big Spring. 339 for Hereford, 239 for the Steers. We threw 18 of 25, Coup, but had 3 intercepts, and 2 of those in that fourth quarter were almost costly. Big Spring 13 out of 29, 1 intercept. 2 punts for 34 for Hereford, 2 for 37 for Big Spring. The Steers fumbled 6 times and lost 1. Hereford didn't fumble. 2 penalties for 10 yards against Hereford, 6 for 63 against the Steers. And Hereford was 6 out of 14 on third down, 4 out of 4 on fourth down. The Steers 2 of 6 and 0 for 2. And the Whitefaces win it by that 14-point margin and celebrate out on the field, as you can imagine. Bridwell had a great game, but again, a couple of picks late in that fourth quarter kind of hurt the afternoon.
Boy, it did. It really did do. It just hurt the overall picture of the thing. And after they didn't score when they got it down there close to the goal line, there was never any doubt. But right there when they had it on the 10-yard line, only 14 down with quite a bit of time left, there was quite a bit of doubt right at that particular time. And those picks really did hurt.
Talk to the coaches out there, and they don't know for sure. I had mentioned earlier there has been talk about Denver City and Andrews on Saturday, but they're going to meet with the Canutillo coaches here a little bit later this afternoon and make that decision, and we'll know that information. And obviously, KPAN will pass it along to you as soon as we do know that, but and that should be known here pretty quickly. But suffice to say today that the Whitefaces, with just, I'm telling you, an offense that looked like a machine in that first half, went 78 yards in 14 plays the first possession, 59 yards in 7 plays the second possession, 60 yards in 9 plays the third possession, 55 yards in 3 plays the fourth possession, and just kind of dominated the whole thing. The Steers scored in the third quarter, kind of got back in it maybe, but then the Whitefaces answered that with a touchdown run by Lazoya. The Steers added 2 more, 1 after an intercept, and wound up with a 34-20 Hereford win, the 7th win of the season for the Whitefaces, but most importantly, obviously, the postseason win that sends them into round 2, and we're the only team out of the district to advance. That
is amazing. I thought about that, of course, with Randall having to play Friendship, that was pretty well. I just didn't think Friendship Randall had a chance against them, and sure enough, the way it turned out, they didn't. Now Dumas, Estacada got better and better as the year went on. I think probably we played the weaker of the two. Playing Big Spring, we might have got lucky.
Let me hasten to add, though, Big Spring beat Estacada.
I know it pretty handily. Yeah.
So I don't know how that all fell out, but the fact of the matter is the Whitefaces played Big Spring and beat them for the 5th consecutive time, second time in 2 years in by district play, and did it today in honestly much more convincing fashion than the 34-20 score would show. But the fans still in the stands over there obviously enjoying this afternoon, as are the players. They haven't even left the field yet, because this is a day they want to enjoy and remember, and indeed they shall. So that's going to do it for us today, Coob. We'll be back on the air whenever, probably Saturday, but it could be another day. If you've got a turkey, I'd suggest that you go ahead and have it on Thursday, because I think you might as well go ahead and get it out of the freezer now and start letting it thaw out, because I don't think you want to have it on Saturday. I'm pretty sure that won't work. Well, good win, Coop. A win is a win is a win.
Boy, it is, and it's always a good win to get a playoff win.
Absolutely.
It's doubly good.
We live to fight another day to the Whitefaces. 34-20 winners for all your Whiteface sports sponsors, for Cindy Simons, for Jim English, and for those of us here packed into the sardine-like press box at Lowry Field. This is Tom Simon saying thanks for joining us. Don't forget, Red Raiders against Oklahoma, 7 o'clock on KPAN this evening, 7 o'clock kickoff from Jones Stadium. So that'll do it for today. Hereford the winner, 34-20. Now back to Michael at the studio.